What is up, Luxurious Fleet? How's everyone doing on this Labor Day? Thank you for stopping out. And yeah, I'm here to just have a good time. There's no real specific outline or agenda for today's video, but just to hang out with you guys, speak with you in a little bit more intimate, close manner, and yeah, we'll have fun. I got my beer ready, and I'm just gonna relax and have a good time with you. And I thought, you know, midday my time is a good time maybe around the world, especially today because a lot of people aren't working. And for those who are overseas, it's either evening for you. Yeah, it'd be evening for you. So you're probably not working. So yeah. Special thanks to Steven Rodriguez being the newest member of the Luxurious Fleet membership program. Get emojis, badges, that sort of thing. And yeah, cool. Thanks so much, Steven. I'm excited. He's like, we're getting Kirk to the 100K club. I'm like, heck yeah, let's do it. Yaris lives in Algeria and hoping to move to Canada, man. Well, I tell you what, Canada's a hell of a lot colder than Algeria. I don't know if you're ready for that. Do you even need like a winter coat now? I'm sure it gets cold because it's like it can be desert there. It can get cold in the desert, right? Zonda's in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you. So many people here already. Moneyocracy. First time I'm not late to a live stream. Well, you nailed it. Matthew's here. Thanks so much for coming, guys. Kurt Thrasher. I'm finally going to pull the plug and get a Lexus F-Line. If they upgrade them, it seems like they have limited headroom compared to others. At 6'2", do you feel I'll have a headroom issue? I don't think. I'm 6'1". I've never felt any issues in a GS or an RC. I mean, maybe an RC just getting down that low, but I don't think you should have any issue. But I don't know how old you are. Like, it's easy for me to get down in an RC. I'm still young and flexible. But yeah, definitely try it out. Don't pull the trigger unless you know you're comfortable in the car. But yeah, I mean, only you can tell if the car's comfortable for you. For me, I'm a little bit shorter. Those cars are more than comfortable for me. Richard Scott's in the house. Lunatic's here. How's everyone? What's up, man? Leo, the short guy. He's always early commenter on my videos. Leo's been killing it. Killer Lord, good to see you, man. Lord Commander Manny's here. ST's here. What is going on? Andrew's here. Mechanic Andy, yeah. I love it when Andrew / Andy, whatever he wants to go by. He spits some truth in the comments every once in a while, you know. Spit some truth, puts me in my place, or just educates the Luxurious Fleet on cars and how they're made, what goes wrong, stuff like that. So, Canada is cold. Yes, it is. 2019 NX, terrible riding vehicle, makes the bumps and choppy roads. Yeah, NX is not a luxury ride. It's a sporty ride. They didn't tune it to be like a smaller RX. They tuned it to be a sporty SUV, and that's kind of the segment that it's in, you know. I feel like if you want a little bit less sporty of a ride, maybe a Mercedes-Benz GLC might be a little bit more cushy. But the NX, the RDX, the BMW X3, they're all going to have a stiff ride comparison to, let's say, the RX, which is like a super. It's not as smooth as it used to be. Like a 2015 RX drives smoother than a 2016, but the 2016 and newer, they made it, you know, a little bit more sporty, and that's kind of what the market's going towards. Unfortunately, at this point, you know, for some of us who really like a comfortable ride. For the 2020 RXs and newer are a little bit more, the suspension's a little bit better than they were in the 16 to 19 models. So, yeah. Justin, how you doing, man? Nitro Racing says, oh, Mark's in, gosh, I'm not going to, there's going to be a point, guys, I'm not going to be able to keep up with chat. It was like when I was streaming the Nissan event the other night. I couldn't keep up with the chat. It was just so much fun. You guys are always a good time. Let's see here. Santiago, thinking about buying a first-gen IS 300. Good luck finding them in good condition and with low miles. It's, you know, if you can find one, pull the trigger. I mean, it's got the 2JZ in it, man. It's got the 2JZ. But, you know, that finding a first-gen IS is very difficult. Um, Stas369 and Kirk, are you going to consider also covering Chinese cars, especially if they're going to be coming stateside? Although it's starting to feel like our government might not let that happen. Maybe. I'm still new into the Korean realm, so I'm not going to expand too quickly. But I mean, the Chinese, heck, I'm scared of them. I'm scared of the Chinese cars. I don't know anything about them. I know that they're, from the sounds of it, they're decent quality, and they're going to be cheap. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to go too much into Chinese cars anytime soon. So I could spend a half an hour talking about Chinese cars. Nitro loves the channel from NorCal. Thanks, man. One of my favorite drinks is called a NorCal margarita. It's tequila with club soda and a little bit of lime on the rocks. That's it. Real simple, low calorie. I've been to Northern California kind of once. I went to San Francisco. Beautiful area. Crazy place. Beautiful area, though. Wish there was more info on new LX Land Cruisers. My wife is so close to pulling the trigger on Navigator. Oh, I know. I hear you, man. Navigator it's a nice car. It's a nice truck, I guess you could say. Nothing. We just have nothing on the new Land Cruiser. Rumors are suggesting it's going to be out next fall when the new Tundra drops, but it's tough. It's tough. And then the new Sequoia probably won't be out till 2 more years. So I don't know. Ideally, they would drop the Sequoia, the Tundra, and the Land Cruiser all at the same time. They're all based on the same platform, or at least the future ones will be. So I don't know, guys. Speculating's fun, but it can be frustrating at times. I'm already way behind on the channel, or way behind on the comments here. Steven says the Nissan Z Proto will basically be the production ready version. Yeah, it's not going to look any different in my opinion. I think it's going to be really close to the production version, like 99% close. NX was an afterthought, pretty much. They took an existing platform, front-wheel drive platform, the old RAV4, and they're like, yeah, this is a growing segment, and the RX keeps getting bigger. What are we gonna do? Okay, well, let's just, re-engineer the existing RAV4 platform, and, at least they put a turbo engine in it. No one complained about having a sporty, torquey, pretty powerful engine for the NX. So they did that right. Moneyocracy said he has to leave early. Okay, I'll try to get a question in from you. Read on a thread, it read, Toyota should replace the Avalon with the JDM Crown to boost the sale, the full-size sedan. What do you think of this? I think the Avalon should have been killed off years ago because it's so close to the Lexus ES. When the ES started being produced in America, that's probably when they should have killed the Avalon. And the Crown is a phenomenal vehicle. That should not come as a Toyota here in the United States. It should come as a Lexus GS. And I just broke my pen. Anyways, it'll still work. It's just the clippy thing. But that's what I think about the Crown. My thoughts on the 2015 GS all-wheel drive. Try to find one in F-Sport. I love the wheels on the F-Sport on the 2015 model. Guys, if I'm not able to get your comment, I hate to sound like I'm selling out. Sometimes if you donate with your question, I'm going to prioritize that because someone already donated. Holy cow. Antoine donated? When did that happen? Was that like before the stream started? Goodness gracious, Antoine. I feel like a jerk. I didn't even see that. Doesn't even show in my chat. Maybe I'm so far behind. I'm so far behind on the questions that I don't even know. Don't even know what's going on. Well, thanks, Antoine, for that donation. Happy Labor Day. Cheers to you, brother. You guys are awesome. I don't even know where I'm at in the comments now. It's okay. Just having a good time. George, hello. How you doing? Good to see you. ST says you'll never buy a Chinese car. Chinese can't make cars. They suck. No to Chinese cars. Yep. Americans and, well, Canadians get better options than Americans oftentimes on their cars. At least when it comes to Lexus, to my knowledge. Do you see Genesis overtaking Lexus at any point? I do not. Genesis sells like... They're at like 10,000 cars this year. Is that right? I'm gonna have to fact check that. Yeah, I think it might be that low. Whereas, I mean, Lexus is 15 times that probably. 15 times the sales. I don't see them overtaking Lexus ever. Anything can change though, right? Lexus came out of nowhere and blindsided the Germans, but they also made better cars than the Germans. You know, Genesis is not making better cars than Lexus right now. And it might be a while before they can come close. They are making very, very tantalizing cars with high power, high luxury, but they're not as well built. The quality's not there. They're not going to last like a Lexus lasts. They're not going to be, yeah, the quality of the materials, the fit and finish it's getting better. Especially with the things I'm seeing with the G80 and the GV80. I'd love to get my hands on it. I'm trying to get my hands on those Genesis vehicles to give you guys my impressions to see how close that they're getting to the Japanese luxury. But no chance of them taking over Lexus next 15 years. Maybe they might get close if they can keep up. But we'll see. I mean, their power plants are impressive, but no one knows how reliable those power plants will be because they're so new. Nitro Racing donated $3. God bless you, brother. With a thumbs up. A bird with a thumbs up. Thanks, man. I'm so far behind. Goodness, bless you guys. Nitro says get to 100K. I'm on my way, brother. Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are amazing. Luxurious Fleet. Here's a drink to you. Would I get the 21 Bronco? I mean, if I was a Ford guy and I would get it in the manual transmission if I was getting it. I would get it in the, well, I mean, it just depends. It's such a extra car. Like, for me, it would never be a daily driver. It would be like a beach car. Like when I move back to Florida, it would be cool to like drive to the beach in a big Jeep or something like a Bronco. But it's really just for like that purpose. I can't even drive on the beach. We're on the part of Florida where I'll be living, so it's all for show. Maybe I'll take it to some sugar sand. That would be a lot of fun to take it in some sugar sand in Florida to do some extreme off-roading, but there's no hills in Florida. There's just kind of like sinkholes and slippery sand. So, but they're cool. I mean, I like the looks of the new Bronco. I could talk about it for a while, but Antoine is way cool, says Leo. Yeah, thank you guys for donating, Nitro and Antoine. You guys are crushing it. And the Avalon is doing well in China. Yeah, keep it around in China. That's fine. It doesn't do well here in the United States. The Lexus ES sells more than the Avalon. Do I think the RX will drop its V6 next generation? Ready to purchase a F Sport this December. Hopefully they have you'll find inventory for an F Sport RX. I hope so. I'm pretty sure you will. I don't see why you wouldn't. And December is a good time to buy, December to remember, but the incentives this entire year it's been a whole year of December to remember because of COVID. So all these automakers have ridiculous incentives to move their cars. But yeah, December is always a good time to buy a Lexus. Well, any car really. But yeah, Lexus has the best marketing, in my opinion, in December than any other car maker. Been doing it for over 20 years. Over 20 years, bruh. But yeah, will the RX drop its V6? I don't know. You know, I think, let's pull up, hold on. Spreadsheet time, guys. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, we're going off the deep end already. I'm not even finished with my first beer. We're into the spreadsheets already. Good God. All right, is it? Oh goodness. Hopefully I can find it. Oh, here it is. It's at the top of the list. I didn't even look at the first. Goodness. Okay. All right. Let's see what I can do here. Live stream center screen. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out. Let's move. Oh, wrong thing I'm moving. But here. Check out this next level streaming. Guys, look at that next level streaming right there. Okay. So, if we look at my hypothesis, which could totally be wrong. If we look here, when I was talking about the GR models and the upcoming F models, where do I see RX? RX is right here, where they could drop the V6 for a 300 horsepower and a much more torquey engine than we get in the current V6. Reliability, maybe long term, like 20 years from now, might not be good as the V6 that we currently have, but customers will be impressed by the power. It'll be a nice upgrade for them. What else was I going to say? Fuel economy, in theory, could get slightly better. But yeah, more maintenance. So that's the thing. The NX, with its turbo engine, is actually one of the more expensive Lexuses to maintain. It's still not that expensive compared to any other luxury car, but it's still more expensive than an RX to get your checkups. They have to clean the injectors and do other things to make sure that turbocharged engine is running like a top. So it does cost a little bit more than your average Lexus to maintain. Maybe up there with the LS with that turbocharged engine. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It's still gonna. I haven't heard any issues with the NX's Turbo 4, and that's been out since late 2014. It's a 2015 model. So Lexus can do it, and no one's really had any complaints with the Turbo 4. Like I said, like no one complained when the NX came out, and they're like, oh yeah, it comes with a Turbo 4-cylinder, not a V6. I don't know of anyone who ever complained about that. So the thing is, you have these legacy buyers who have bought 4 generations of RXs, and they like the V6. And I've tried, I was a Lexus salesperson. I personally prefer the hybrid setup in the RX by far. And maybe they do a better job with the hybridization. Maybe they keep the V6 and they go with the hybrid. I just don't know. But I don't see the standard V6 staying around for much longer, to be honest. The way electrification has taken off, and the way emissions are forcing smaller displacement engines. So that was a really long answer. Hopefully you got, I was able to answer it for you. But I'll go back to my big face. There we go. What's my favorite Infiniti? I think I answered this already. I answered that, Zonda, in a video earlier this week. The QX80 is probably my favorite Infiniti. Love the V8 in it. I love the space. I do like the looks, actually, of the QX80, aka Nissan Armada, aka Nissan Patrol, wherever you live in the world. So Ellie Flo, miss seeing me at work. I see the channel is doing great. Keep up the good work. Yeah, thanks so much. Eli, I said Ellie. I'm so sorry. Eli, I know who you are. Because there's, yeah. I didn't know that was your YouTube name, but good to see you in the chat, man. But, yeah. No, I don't miss being at work. I do miss the people. I do miss, hanging out with the guys and just hanging out and just talking about cars and shooting the breeze with people. But, man, there's nothing better than spending all my time, all my extra time growing my channel. And better yet, spending all my time outside of that with my family, my 4 daughters. So, yeah, I'm so blessed. Jared, you're awesome. Six Pop. Hi, Kirk. Nice to see. Catch your live cast. Thanks, man. I'm so far behind, and that's a good problem. Jonathan Ratcliffe's in the chat. I'm doing my best, guys, just to find some new people in the chat just to say hello. Peter, hello. How you doing? Good to see you. Charles is here. Ray Aviation's here. Penta's here. Lolo. Philip, did I say Philip already? Probably, maybe not. Maybe not. Shukai's here. Dale's here. Okay. Other than that, I think we're doing okay. Sam, I didn't say hi. Sam, should you buy a brand new RAV4 or use Lexus NX? It depends on what you want, man. The NX is quieter. It has better materials. It's not quite as modern. I don't know how old you're going on the NX. If you're going for like a 15 or something, probably not. If you're going like an 18 or newer when they did the refresh on the NX, it's definitely worth considering. But yeah, definitely try out both. I mean, they're both great in their own different ways. I would only buy a RAV4 with the hybrid, to be honest. I would never buy an NX with the current setup in the hybrid. If you're going to buy a RAV4, get the hybrid. More power, more efficiency. Better, smoother, it's better. So, Nitro shopping for Lexus 6 months ago. None of them is clicking in the performance boxes. Yeah. With an E-Class wagon. Oh, that'd be so sick. Congrats on your new car. Still keeping your LX 470 and GS 300 Aristo. Yeah, man. Yeah. Don't ever get rid of them. No need to ever get rid of those babies. I saw a Land Cruiser today. I'll post it as a post, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. A picture post on the channel here next week. Saw a Land Cruiser, was it 100 series? 70 series? No, 100? I don't even know. It was old. Old as hell. Same thing as the LX 450. So that's how old. It was cool. I saw it in Trader Joe's today. I always see cool things at Trader Joe's. Favorite place in the world. I'm speaking of Trader Joe's. I'm drinking a Trader Joe's beer. And the rate I'm talking, guys, I'm not gonna have a voice the rest of the day. I'm not gonna have a voice. What beverage am I sipping as I scroll through? This is, let me get the bottle. It's chilling. It's in the chill right now. This is a vintage Trader Joe's Cider, Albi Ale. It's not a cider in any way, shape, or form. 7.5%. It's getting the job done, that's for sure. Delicious. It's delicious. Jared says, get the brand new RAV4. I can't. I mean, the new CX-50 is pretty, or the CX-5 even is a good buy. Crown is being sold side by side with the Avalon in China. Yeah, China's a different place, man. They could throw anything in China and it's going to sell because the market there is crazy. You got to be a little bit smarter than the United States as the market has stagnated. Peter, love your channel. Share all your posts, early days, in all the Lexus forums. Thanks, man. I cringe when you say you cover Korean auto. I know. Not everyone's happy about it. You know, first and foremost, my channel is always going to be focusing on Japanese autos, and every single day I would get comments, hey, when are you going to cover Genesis? We want to see you cover Kia and Hyundai, mainly Genesis, mainly some of the other models there. And it was every single day. And then I made a post, and the post, 80% of the people that follow my channel voted for me to cover the Koreans as well. And I know a lot of my longtime followers are like, you know, you're a trader, you Japanese people and Korean people don't get along. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I am third party. I just like cars. I even like American cars. Would I ever buy them? Probably not, but I like them. I like all cars. It has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with race or region. It's, hey, this is the next logical step for my channel. People are asking for it, and why wouldn't I? So hopefully I answered your question, Peter. You don't have to watch any of my videos that are based on Korean cars. You just don't have to do it. And I try to segment my videos where it's mostly, if not only, Japanese cars in this video. And then in another video, it's mostly, if not only, Korean cars I'm talking about in another video. So I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys to watch the videos that you care about. So hopefully you got your answer there. That wasn't a question, but I answered your comment. I like how you stick to the truth and no sponsored BS. Well, I'm not sponsored by anyone. Never. I don't even have a sponsor on the channel. So if I am sponsored, it'll probably be by some third-party company that has nothing to do with the selling of cars. It would be like, you know, buy this beer or buy this Japanese gin. You know, I've always fantasized about. I have bottles of Roku Gin down there. It's delicious. I also like sake. You know, I could be sponsored by some sake or some gin. That'd be pretty badass. I'm so far behind. I'm trying, guys. Like I said, if I'm missing your comments or questions, I'm really far behind. I can only do so much here. You can donate, and that puts you to the top of the list. I will prioritize your comment if you really want. And yeah, thank you guys for helping me hit 60,000. 60,000 subscribers. It's crazy. A lot of you who are watching have been here for a long time too. So thank you for watching the channel grow, watching me grow as a person and as an entertainer and as a educator in some ways. So what's the most reliable compact SUV in the market? RAV4 NX CRV. My dad wants a Chevy Equinox. I would not buy a Chevy Equinox. I would buy a RAV4. A CRV's fine. The Mazdas are okay. But yeah, I would not buy a I would not buy a Equinox. Ray Aviation, did I answer your question because I'm a little late? I have no idea, brother. I have no idea. You can ask it again. I'm behind at this point. So, do you have or are you planning to have children? Says Penta. He must have missed my comment earlier where I said I have 4 daughters. That answers your question. Your thoughts on this new Suzuki Jimny? I love it. I don't know what the hype is all about. These cars were given to engineers to reach a project site. A relative of mine had one in the early 2000s. It is an inexpensive off-road machine. You can have a lot of fun in it. It's also a manual. It's also fuel efficient. Maybe not the safest car, maybe not the most sophisticated car or most, I don't know, versatile car, but we don't get it here in the United States since it was pretty much shoved out of here by other companies, namely Jeep, if I recall. But yeah, it was unfairly shoved out of the United States, and that kind of signed the end for Suzuki in America. So, yep, I like the Jimny. Rotary engine is being used. MX-30 mild hybrid in EU. I haven't heard that. I've not heard that. I've heard of rumors about it. Would you rather quad turbo 4-cylinder or a naturally Is that a question? V8 every single time. Quad turbo 4-cylinder. Do you think future ES will lose V6? I just talked about that. I think V6 naturally aspirated, or I should say single V6 might be gone, but they could always hybridize it or replace it with a force-induced 4-cylinder. You do lose the smoothness, 100% agree, unless it's a hybrid. NX has been a flawless vehicle in terms of engine reliability, 100% agree. Oh my gosh. My chat just updated. I'm so far behind. What's up, man? KevBot's in the house. Trader Joe's, I love it too, brother, says Jared. Eli bought a 98 LS400 Imperial Jade Metallic with factory air suspension. Sick! 98 had the VVTi. Oh, man, that's a gem. Oh, I'm so jealous. So jealous. I would always reach out to you, Eli, for if you would let me review it. If I want to review it, I probably would like to. Just saying. Just saying. Drink Portuguese wine. I have. It's delicious. Hello, Kirk. Where do you... Aviator's in the house. What's up, man? Aviator's a member of the Luxurious Fleet. Where do I announce my live streams? I post it just as a post on my channel. So it's up to YouTube to suggest that post to you for you to read. So I'm kind of at the mercy. Now, to be honest, as my wife would totally agree, is I need to have a Twitter page. And I do. I just never use it. So, yeah. That's something I need to do. Totally. If I had a Twitter page, I'd be like, hey, I'm live streaming this day at this time. Put it in your calendars. That makes a lot of sense. That way I'm not at the mercy of YouTube and its posting algorithms or whatever. Penta, Kirk, can we get a day in the life where you get to see your family? You know, not on this channel. You know, when I hit 100K on this channel, I might start my own, like, Kirk Rifle's Outnumbered channel because I have 4 daughters. I'm the only male in this household. So that would be more in the along the lines of daily vlogs, dad stuff, which I like doing, but doing it all the time is like extra dad work, which dad work in itself is still a lot. So I got to find a balance where I can squeeze it into this channel because this already takes a lot of my time, which I enjoy every second of it. But I also would like to share some of my experiences as a dad, as a husband, and in my daily life, and that would be on my second channel, Kirk Rifle's Outnumbered. Don't know when that's going to come around, but hey, Penta, if you're one of many that are interested, there's a good chance it might come around. NX is one generation behind the RAV4. Yup. Yosemite, I like your videos. Thanks, Mike. Yosemite Mike. It's a cool name. Cabbot, I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Hi, Fish. Kirk, we have 60,000 subs. Amen. I'll drink to that. 60,000 subs. Thanks, guys. Genesis stated they'll keep the V8 in the next gen G90 to compete with the Germans. God bless them. Keep that 5-liter V8. Wayne Polite Jr. What's up, Kirk? Love the build of the channel. Love the growth of the channel. It's always good to follow you in the industry. Thanks, brother. Thanks for being here today. Omar, what's up, man? I always see in the chat in my videos, all car news is good car news. Appreciate you. Thanks, man. Antoine, Kirk, it's nothing wrong with evolving, and I'm here for it. A true car fan wouldn't care if you talk about brands outside the Japanese. Thanks, brother. Oh, Lunatic's like, don't forget to smash the like button. Thanks, guys. Hitting that like button helps me out just a little bit, just a wee bit. Did someone donate? I'm so far behind the chat. So far behind. Travis, God bless you, Travis. Congratulations on the channel growth. I know you like Japanese autos, but do you like Japanese audio? I have no idea. So I'm getting to the point in my life where I'm getting a little bit older. Now, I'm not old. I'm still young. I'm 30. But when you start having kids, it puts you in a different time-space reality. And music, I haven't listened to music, evolving music, or even like current music. I don't even listen to the freaking radio, guys. I listen to music when I'm out in public. I don't even listen to music in the car. Like, I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. I'm in a weird place in my life, but I haven't listened to music in a long time. Do I like Japanese music? Probably. I mean, I don't know what about the Japanese culture that I don't like. To be honest, I really, really have a fascination with the Japanese culture, their history, their codes, how they do things, their food, their alcohol, their geography. Oh my gosh, their geography is incredible. Yeah, I just love everything about the Japanese. I get the idea of Japan. I don't know. Now, I'm also 100% American. I love everything about America and how crazy we are and how much freedom we have. And without America, you guys wouldn't have this channel. And America, and you wouldn't have me. America, God bless America. God bless all these other countries in the world as well. We live in an amazing place, guys. The world is incredible. We love samurais and SJs and PR. Puerto Rico, yeah, man, Puerto Rico. Heck yeah, thanks for watching Puerto Rico. Love to visit Puerto Rico. I have a brother-in-law who's Puerto Rican. He's gonna be visiting me in November, So it'll be good to see him and their new baby boy. So I think there's a big delay on your stream. There is a delay on my stream. Every stream has a delay. That's just the way it is. I have it as a medium latency. There's also a low latency where it's a little bit more real time, but there's still a big delay. So future of Tundra, I think I need to make a new video on maybe not the Tundra, but maybe the Land Cruiser. A lot of people every day, just like people ask me to cover the Korean cars for a while, every day I get people asking me, what's the status on the Tundra, or what's the status on the Land Cruiser, or the 4Runner. So definitely make some follow-up videos depending on how news flow is. So I really enjoy covering news, though. It makes me so happy. But if I hear something about them, I'll definitely make a video. Yaris hasn't come to the U.S., of course. Leo's answering people. Yeah, this is my birthmark. It's a birthmark, guys. Yeah, you can thank my mother for that. But yeah, it's I love it. It's weird. Makes me unique. It's like my unique Luxurious Kirk stamp. John Griffith, congrats on the growth of the channel. If you ever want to review a 98 LX 470, let me know. I reviewed one similar on my channel. I think it was like a 2000. No, it was a little bit. It was an 07. I mean, they changed a few things between then and that year and your year, but I mean, they're just phenomenal. And you have a phenomenal vehicle. But hey, I might take you up on that one day. Antoine, I need to join the Luxurious Fleet officially. Go ahead and do it. Might as well. I mean, every time I live stream, Antoine, you're like, here, throwing you some money, bro. You always throw me money. Like, you're amazing. So generous. I'm not nearly as generous like that. Maybe it's because I have kids. I don't know. My generosity is in different ways. But thank you. Just God bless. Bless everyone who's donated to the stream so far. Donated essentially to my family. Thank you, guys. You need to be on Instagram too. Yeah, you're right, Yanis. You're 100% right. My wife would be like, she tells me all the time, you need to be on Twitter. You need to be on Instagram. You just need to do it. Just need to do it. Oh, Japanese auto. Nakamichi. Well, are you talking about audio as in like receivers and sound equipment? Or are you talking about audio and like music? Like Yamaha makes incredible stereos, right? Should have a channel for car reviews with 4 kids. Well, there's a similar channel out there. I think it's called Family Car Reviews, something like that. They're okay. He makes okay videos. But if I get a video, if I get a Sienna or something that has a bunch of seats in it, I will give you a review with my kids in the car. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. But I haven't received any review cars like that yet. So, would you rather have a Porsche 959 or Toyota 2000 GT? I mean, Toyota? I mean, this channel covers Toyota more than any other brand. So, probably the Toyota. You guys will be more interested in watching content on a Toyota 2000 GT than a Porsche. Well, Jared's working in parts department? That stinks. At least you're able to watch the stream while you're at work. Is Toyota coming out with the Turbo Corolla? Almost guaranteed. Sushi party in Omaha for your 100,000 subscribers? Hey, sushi and sake. I'm okay with that. Knowing Kirk 2000 GT easier to drive. Huh? That's probably easier to drive too. Oh man, that old scale. I would definitely have a 2000 GT. 2000. It's a good looking car. ST Japanese drink a lot of alcohol. That was my biggest shock when I went. Yeah, they try to cope with their crazy strict work world that they live in. Like, we think we work a lot in America, and we do. We work a shit ton in America. For those who do work, there's a lot of people that don't work. But those who do work a lot compared to many parts of the world. And yes, the Japanese take it to another level. And so when they get off work, that's their time to unwind, complain about work to their coworkers, and just get drunk, and they wake up and go to work the next day. That's my understanding. I've watched a lot of documentaries on Japan, and it's not that much different than America, except I think they drink more often there. Like, I think they drink like every day, which happens to a lot of us here in America too, so it's not that much different. Probably a dumb question, but will you be doing an in-depth review of the new TLX when it arrives? Maybe not exactly when it arrives. I'm doing what I can to get my hands on the TLX 2.0. We'll see. So that'd be the non-Type S. Yeah, I'm in talks with some fleet companies to be able to provide that vehicle. We'll just see, you know. Right now, I'm ramping up to be able to review cars, and I know that's something you guys would appreciate in the channel. You just appreciate my perspective on things and my, I guess some of you already said, non-bullshit approach. So Davidson from Barbados, what's up, brother? Keep up the good work. Hope you can get your 100,000 subs by the end of 2020. Thank you so much. You guys have been so nice. Like, I don't think a lot of you guys knew that I've really been wanting 100,000. It's been in my eyesight since I started this channel, right? That's like, you know, it's like making it, guys. It's like making it big time. And, you know, to see you guys day one, me saying, hey, I just, you know, would really like to get there before the end of the year. You guys have been really supportive. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, Travis was asking about Japanese audio systems, and it lets you know that I don't know a lot about audio systems. So that's why I start talking about like music. I don't know a lot about audio systems. Now, I do have a good friend that knows, like, he was in competitions with subwoofers and stuff. He would be the person, like, I could feature him probably on Livestream. He lives in Colorado. I grew up with him, or at least in high school anyways. And he knows a lot about cars, a ton about cars, and even more about audio systems in cars. So I could always reach out to him and feature him on the channel if you guys want to do a live stream where you're, I don't know, anything's possible. What do you drive daily? A Toyota Prius. What about the same delays, internet broadcast versus regular? I don't know. Well, that's true. So there's a delay between the stream, my computer, the internet, and then you have YouTube's encryption. Like, there's so many delays, guys. So many delays. I know you're not much of a KDM guy. What do you think of the Hyundai forming Ioniq as a brand? I'm all for it. I think it's a great idea. Brand your EVs as their own brand to distance itself from any sort of stereotypes that people have against Kia or Hyundai. And who else? Isn't there other brands that are doing the same thing? They should be if they're not. I'm trying to think. Audi's the best one. e-tron. Audi's e-tron line. It's still Audi, but e-tron, everyone knows it's electric. But Ioniq, I think it's super smart. Great videos, by the way. Thanks, Persian Steps. Nissan Nation donating $5. That's freaking awesome. Thanks, man. Do you have any questions? Did I answer any questions or miss any questions that you had? Andrew, to the correct man, what do you think of the Toyota Yaris, Scion IA, or Mazda 2? All the same car, built by Mazda? Well, yes and no. It's an okay car. It's cheap. I would never buy one personally. I just have no need for a car like that. But there are people out there, like I'd say teenagers or young adults, I would definitely enjoy a car like that. Toyota Yaris is a sick-ass vehicle now in other parts of the world based on the TNGA-B platform with the A15, M15A, FXS, the hybrid powertrain on that is a beast, and the Yaris Cross too. Oh, I love the Yaris Cross. So, where's the best place to buy a clean, reliable GX luxury trim in Texas? I have no idea. I don't live in Texas, man. Look at Auto Trader, Cars.com. Look at Facebook Marketplace. If you're paying cash, buying private party is the way to go. I wish I had a better answer for you, Mohammed. Luca, hey, the question's probably has been asked a lot. What cars did you own? Is your favorite? My favorite is an NA Miata, by far. By far. Jonathan, the new S-Class is so advanced, some features are disabled because not legally allowed in the U.S. Will be activated over the air software. So yeah, it's crazy. Am I trying to have a baby boy? Nope. I'm happy with my 4 daughters. I don't want any more kids. No more kids for Luxurious Kirk. That's the plan. Andrew has 4 girls and a boy. God bless you, man. That's amazing. Is a 3 Emilio, are you trolling me? Is a 3.5 liter V6 a good engine? That's like saying, is the sky blue? Is a Pope Catholic? Does a bear shit in the woods? I'm not like I just answered that in 3 different ways. Let's see here. Andrew kind of answered that question from a mechanic's perspective. I appreciate that. 21 TLX, a good car, Kirk? It's not out yet. I don't know. On paper and all the marketing, they've done a great job marketing that car. I think it's going to be fun. Nissan Nation Productions. Just enjoy your channel, amigo. Thanks so much, brother. Talk about Nissan. I just started talking about Nissan a couple months ago, so thanks for watching. Disappointed in Honda teaming up with GM. Horrible decision. What do I think of this? Okay. Quick time out. There's some comments. Wrong one. Right one. Move my camera. Nope. There we go. Some comments here from when I said I was doing the live stream. If I had to, one of the comments was, do you think General Motors will ruin Honda? If not, why so? Tell me what you think. I have no idea. I think Honda did it the smartest way possible. There's no capital expense. They're not buying into each other. There are no strings attached. This is not even like a contract. They're just saying, if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Let's co-develop some things together, or just minimize our costs by rebadging things. You guys are you're enthusiasts. You're not the normal person who is just going to go to like 5 different dealerships and just buy whatever car. You know, you guys will know which cars are a GM product that's badged as a Honda and which aren't. Okay, you guys will know which ones to stay away from. I think Honda is doing this to save as much money as possible in the electrified arena. They do not want to build electric cars in China, or it could be in China or in Japan, and bring them to the United States. They're like, you know, GM has spent billions of dollars, and so is Honda, into GM's autonomous Super Cruise, whatever it's called. Spent billions of dollars into it. They're like, okay, well, GM's fronting the expense, and we'll just pay them a little bit of money to rebadge them as Hondas so we can meet emission standards, and then just have a product here. Because they know, based off their research, the Japanese companies, at least here in America, they're like, EVs are not a priority. They could care 2 shits about EVs in the next 2 to 3 years. After that, we start seeing more from the Japanese automakers, but right now they're focusing on hybrids, just because EVs are not cost effective for them. They are so stingy, and it makes sense. You want to make money as a company, and EVs right now doesn't make them money, and they don't want to invest too much money into certain markets that aren't that focused in that sort of technology. Now, Honda has a Honda E in Europe and China, has it in Japan, and it's selling really well from what I've heard. And I would love to have a Honda E. That'd be like the perfect commuter car. I'm not kidding. A Honda E would be an amazing commuter car for a city. There's no other. I mean, it's rear-wheel drive too. That's so cool. But guys, we'll never see here in America, sadly. Anyways, I need to move on. I could talk about Honda electric cars and GM all day, but I don't think it's going to ruin Honda because there are no strings attached. It's like a friends with benefits sort of relationship, guys. And there's plenty of benefits to be had by sharing production costs with GM. And most people fucking hate it. And I said the F word. I'm sorry, but most people on my channel, like, Honda's done, never buying from them again. I'm like, that's so short-sighted. There are no products out yet from GM or Honda. Like, that's like saying, I don't know, I'm not going to make an analogy, but you guys, it's very short-sighted. It's very foolish and very emotional for you guys to say, I'm never buying Honda again because I teamed up with GM. Because, like I said, it's not going to affect all of their cars, and the ones that it does affect, you guys will know, and you're not going to buy them anyways. Like, buy the Hondas that you are confident in, GM or not. I don't know. You guys, I could talk about that, but I just knocked out that question. I'm probably 40 minutes behind on comments, but these questions are important because these people cared enough to comment before I even live streamed. Tony Spitfire, do you watch F1 or Formula Drift? I don't watch any TV. Call me weird. I really don't watch any TV. Will the 300 series Land Cruiser and LX cancel diesel? So the 1VD FTV, I had to make a note. 1VD FTV, because we don't get this engine here. 4.5 liter turbo or twin turbo diesel V8. Love to see it continue on. I hope it does. I hope they don't cancel it. But we don't get it here in America, so it doesn't matter to me. But for you guys around the world, I hope it stays around. If you had to drive an ND2 Miata as my daily, would you take the soft top or the RF? Says Alsman. This question right here. It depends where I live. In Florida, soft top. In Nebraska, hard top. It depends on where I live. So in Nebraska, you would hard top because in the winter you have a little bit more insulation, a little bit more to keep the heat in, things like that. In Florida, you would want the soft top because it can rain at any second, and that soft top you can put up at any time. Whereas on the hard top, although the hard top does look freaking sick, I love the looks of the hard top, but you have more blind spots on the hard top, and it takes forever to put up. You can't put up the hard top in the Miata going over 6 miles an hour. No joke. 6 miles an hour. I tested it in the mountains of Colorado. You can't do it. They won't let you do it. You get locked out of it. So, yeah, it depends on where you live. Here in Nebraska, if you're living in a little bit colder climate, I would pick the hard top. Warmer climate, soft top. That's just my personal preference. I love them both. What is my dream car? LFA or LC500 convertible. I actually have the LC500 convertible right there on my vision board. So there you go. There you go. ST, thanks for the live feed. Thanks, man. Thanks for watching. So far behind, guys. Do I watch Scotty Kilmer? I used to. He is the perfect example of clickbait. Every single video is clickbait, and it gets to be too much. And he's very emotional. He's a very emotional. That's why people like him, is he's so animated. I'm an animated guy too, as you guys know. But he definitely has experience. He has knowledge. He's very smart. He's very entertaining. He can talk with his hands better than anyone I know. Yeah, mad props to Scotty Kilmer. He's figured out YouTube. He's a perfect clickbait artist, and people enjoy watching his videos. I enjoy watching him from time to time. I just don't really watch him anymore. So I'm pretty sure I'm really far behind. Andrew, your kids said I said, guys, I need to be censored. They're like, Kirk said about, I did. And Andrew, here's the reality. I'm a human being. I curse in front of my kids from time to time. I'm sure you do too. It's the reality. We're human beings. So, yeah, I said one bad word. I'm sorry. Sorry. Put the earmuffs on the kids. I'm sorry. You probably convinced your wife. Yeah, Kirk's a family-friendly YouTuber. He never. I hardly ever curse on my videos. Live stream, you guys catch me in the moment. I get a little bit fired up. So that's the way it is. Yeah, you guys are calling me out. I'm going to pour myself another drink here. This delicious Trader Joe's beer is a terrible pour. Terrible pour. Guy's got me going, though. Tim says he doesn't watch TV either. Yeah. Back to the questions. I think I answered all the pre-stream questions. So let's go back to my face. It's one of these. That one. Goodness, you don't need my face this close. No one needs to see that except my wife and my kids. God bless you guys. Let's see here. A Muhammad, I know Scotty, met him in person. He fixed my Lexus a few times in the past. I'm just a few miles away from him. That's crazy. That's amazing. Scotty Kilmore's a real person. Who would have known? That's so cool. Joshua's like, the F word has no effect on me. I say it all the time. I'm like, yeah, well, no. Everyone would agree it's not the best word for kids to hear. And I am first offender here when it comes to saying the F word occasionally from time to time when my kids might be in earshot. Invoice, really the invoice that the Lexus dealer paid. Lexus Honda product on Honda GM. I think just when I thought I was caught up. We see your pores. I do have pores, guys. Always have had big pores on my nose. Kanetsu? Have you heard the news from yesterday? Hyundai telling people to not park their car inside? Yes, I have heard that. 200,000 cars cannot be parked inside because of a recall. They have like a leaking brake. Something to do with the brakes, and the fluid can catch on fire and cause an engine fire. And yeah, I've tried to incorporate it in several videos so far. It's just that it's never like flowed with the content I've made in my videos. So I haven't covered that, but yeah, I probably won't. But yeah, Hyundai Kia has issues with engine fires due to leaky brake fluids. Kirk, no harm in the F word. Just thought my daughter's reaction was hilarious. Hope that clears anything. I know, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Thanks, brother. Joe Loki Cars. Lexus G is such a good car. Come on, Lexus, why do you get rid of such a good car? 100% agree. Nissan Eastern Productions donating $5. And I'm going to cheers to you, and then I'll read your question. Do you think Nissan has shown too much with all the Z teasing? It's hardly exciting after today's drop. I don't think so. I love it. Give me any morsel I can, because they're just advertising their unveil event. It's good marketing. I think it's great marketing. You know, hopefully this event where they unveiled the Nissan Z prototype is not just the car's 3 years away. Hopefully it's, hey, this is a prototype. The car will be in production form a year from now. If they don't say that, I think it's going to be disappointing. I think it'll be disappointing. If they don't mention powertrains, I think it'll be a little bit disappointing. A lot disappointing, because Nissan needs to freaking let all their eggs out of their basket at this point, if they have any, because they're struggling so much. And I think I just made up a new analogy. Leave their eggs out of their basket. They need to show their eggs at this point. I don't know if that's a real analogy or not. They're dying. Nissan's dying. Them showing the Z is smart, gets people interested in the brand, and it gives us hope as JDM fans or just Japanese car fans. So, and that's why I still get on my phone every day when I'm looking up news on my phone. I'm getting advertisements on Nissan more than any other brand, and I hardly ever Google Nissan. It's not like I have a ton of cookies to Nissan on my phone. But the Nissan Aria especially, even though it won't be out until a year from now, I get, beer burp, I get advertisements on the Nissan Aria on my phone every single day. That's their hope is hanging on a stream on their electric cars and they're crossovers to an extent, but Nissan 400Z helps us cling to that string of hope. What are my thoughts on supercharged versions of the 5-liter in the aftermarket game? Have you seen ISF GR7? No, I haven't seen personally 2UR GSE supercharged, but I've heard that engine can take a lot of power. Crypto Pimp, darn, I missed the stream. I'm still streaming, brother. I have like an hour left. I said I'd be streaming from 11 to 1. I'm going to stand by that. What do you think? The Grand Wagoneer, really expensive for a Jeep? I would never buy. I wouldn't even touch the thing. I'd rather buy a Ford Navigator or Lincoln Navigator, whatever. Same Ford Expedition, same thing. Rather buy a Lincoln Navigator than a Grand Wagoneer. I do not want to touch a Fiat Chrysler vehicle with a 10-foot pole. Is a 2020 super reliable car? I don't know. It's been around for a year. Ask me in 5 years when it's out of warranty. But likely it's a BMW. It's not going to be Toyota reliability. That's guaranteed. There's a Nissan Infiniti guy. That teaser still made my day. I don't think they revealed too much either. Yeah, I'm psyched too. Yeah. Supercharged LC would be amazing. Yes, 100% agree. Oh, Andrew's wife Santa Fe lit on fire on the highway. Goodness. I mean, it's more likely to catch fire while you're driving it, right? Is she okay? I hope she's okay. Hope she got out before the thing blew up. That's so sad. Sounds like she did. Otherwise, you wouldn't have posted that. But maybe I'm being a little sadistic right now. Yeah. Jaspreet, what's up? Jaspreet Singh is the same name for the guy, the YouTube channel Minority Mindset. And it's probably a super common name, but that guy is hilarious and he's very informative. The other Jaspreet Singh, which I don't know if you're not that Jaspreet Singh. I'm guessing you're not because there's probably more than one. Why does Lexus models with the 3.5-liter V6 require premium gas? They do not. They absolutely do not require premium gas. Now, the 3.5-liter V6 in the GS and the IS, they recommend you put premium in it to get the 311 horsepower. Does not need premium gas. Does not need it. You could put 85 in those cars and they would still run for 300,000 miles on the engine if you do regular maintenance. It's fine. It's fine. Nissan Japanese reveals have been less than stellar. Yeah, in some ways. Would you ever recommend having your car tuned? I don't know what you mean by that. Wish the ES V6 had all-wheel drive. Everyone does. It sucks, man. The 4-cylinder is a joke. Don't even get me started on the ES 250 from 1989 making a reprise roll. Has all-wheel drive this time. Apple CarPlay. ES 250 making a comeback. It's a freaking slap in the face, dude. It's unbelievable. Oh, I'm not going down that route. What do you think is the most annoying design trend in a car? SUVs with a coupe slope? Yeah, that's pretty obnoxious. Most annoying design. I'll tell you what annoys me a lot with Lexuses right now. No, it's not the spindle grille like everyone complains about every single day. People complain about the spindle grille. Lexus is dead to me until they change the spindle. Come on, just get over it. Chrome on the windows on an F Sport model on a Lexus irks me more than anything. Where the chrome on the front grille on an F Sport is darkened, and the chrome on the trunk lid is darkened on an F Sport, but around the windows, oh, no, we're not going to change that. We're going to leave it the same shiny gray, silver, metallic chrome. There you go. Shared a pet peeve of mine. The new Tucson looks cool. At least the teaser images. Some of you in the chat been asking me for me to live stream the Tucson unveil, so I probably will. I think it's the 14th. 14th morning. It'll be early morning 14th. So, do you think the next gen Civic Si will get a good power pump? I don't know. I really have no idea, Bailey. Thanks for asking. I wish I had a better answer for you. I think they'll lose the customers to the GR. They're going to lose customers to the GR Corolla. All-wheel drive, manual, way more power than the SI. The GR Corolla will be almost a Civic Type R competitor. Almost. Nissan needs the Frontier to be a hit. I think it'll do well. I think it'll do well. Ghulam Farouk from Pakistan. What's up, brother? Thanks for watching. Holy cow. Thanks for tuning in. I've never been in India or Pakistan or in that part of the world. But it's not off the list. It's not off the list. I've been to Thailand. I've been to Japan in the airport. So I've been to Japan, guys. I've been there. I'll definitely go there for the next Tokyo Motor Show. And I have technically a family there. My wife's aunt lives there. So, and she's Japanese. But she's a part of military family, so she might be in Italy when that comes around. So we'll see. But I will be hitting up Japan multiple times in the future, guys, on this channel. And you guys subscribing, getting me closer to that 100,000 will help out so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for 60,000. That's amazing. Will I review the Bronco because my dad wants reviews on it? No. I mean, who knows? Anything's possible in the future because some of you guys are like, well, if you're gonna cover Japanese cars and Korean cars, might as well cover all cars. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I not that many cars get me excited. American cars get me very, very little excited, and I really only want to cover the cars that get me excited. And the Bronco's badass. There's no denying it. But it is totally outside the scope of my channel. And I don't think I'll ever review it unless I start covering all the cars, which I have no plans on doing in the foreseeable future. So hopefully that answers your question. Love the GS F Sport 2015, one of my favorite GS models. Okay, Andrew's wife didn't get burned alive inside of the burning Korean car. That's good. I'm glad she was safe. New Tucson looks cool for her if she goes that route. Should we still consider Japanese automaker? Well, should we consider Honda a Japanese automaker here in America? I mean, crazy frickin' times, guys. Jared Henshaw, Kirk from Canada. Do you think the GR86 or BR0 is going on the TNGA platform? Absolutely not. It's gonna be the same car. This is a Toyota car, even though it's made in the Subaru plants. I mean, this is Toyota here. Even though it's a Boxer, it's still Toyota, and the reason is because Toyota owns a large part of Fuji Heavy Industries, which is Subaru. It's not going to be TNGA. They're going to be like, okay, well, these cars, they don't make us a ton of money anyways. We're going to be super cheap with it and just keep it on the same platform, modify a couple things, put in a little bit more powerful engine, call it a day. Maybe offer a GR version with a little bit more power and offer a BRZ STI version with a little bit more power. That'd be sick, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But yeah, it's going to be not on the TNGA as many of us would like. Jago, do I know what tuning is? I know what tuning is. Like, it's making your car perform better than it does. Like, isn't that the probably description of tuning? Making your car perform better than it does already. Like, I'm just not much into it. I like that you guys know that I don't talk about tuning. That's not what this channel is about. It's about new products, existing products, rumors. I really find, and I've never tuned my own cars much. I'm not a mechanic. I can change the brakes. I can change the oil. I've changed belts. Spark plugs. I mean, that's pretty minimum. I don't go in and, change rear main seals or anything. So my dad can do all that stuff, but he's more of a fixer. He's not a tuner. And that's just not how I was raised. I think it's cool. I love seeing tuning projects, things like that, but this channel's not about tuning, and it's totally outside of my scope. You can call me a noob because I am when it comes to that. I know what it is. That's just not what I talk about. Cheers, brother. Cheers, Diego. Cheers to tuning. Nissan replaced the Jacko transmission with an 8-speed like Toyota. They might get more sales. Yes, 100%. But their cars will cost more, and that's their trump card right now. Is their cars are cheap because of the CVTs. So yeah, it's like a paradox. Do you think of the 15 Scion? Yeah, buy it. Buy an FRS. It's the same thing as a Toyota 86 or a Subaru BRZ. They're amazing. They're fun cars. Watch my review on it. It's not a perfect car. I much prefer driving an MX-5 over it, but yeah, it's a great car for what it is. Here in Germany, Toyota a problem. People sell full electric cars. Hyundai, etc. are selling electric cars. Time to Toyota to come to Europe with full electric cars. 25 too late. I agree on so many levels, Hawk. Thanks for watching from Germany. I agree. Toyota needs to step up their game. And, they have electric cars in China. They have the UX300E in Europe right now. I think it's on sale in Europe. The problem is it's really expensive. And the people who are buying Honda E's and things like that, the UX is even more expensive. So, yeah, it sucks. It does suck. I agree with you. Toyota needs to have a better electrified presence, not only here in America, but worldwide, especially in Europe. But their focus is on China. They're like Europe. They're like, they've done okay there. And there are fans there, but they're like, China is the hot market. And when it comes to EVs, it is the market. Now, eventually it'll be the entire world. The United States will be one of the last major civilized Western countries to pick up on EVs. And a part of that is emissions. It's not very strict here unless you live in California. But yeah, it is slow going here for electrification. And Toyota's all about hybrids here in America and most of the world. Alan, love my videos. Thanks, brother. Where can I find Acura TLX versus TLX Type S options comparison? I go to their webpage. Here, let's see if I can figure this out. Let's see if I can figure this out for you guys. Acura Newsroom. Let's go to... I've made a video on this. You can watch my videos on it. Goodness gracious. It is way down there. All they talk about is their racing on their Acura page. Why can't I find it? April 13th. Oh. What the heck? Why can't I find it? Okay, let me check my page. I'm going to answer this question. Here, if you want to read up on your news, not necessarily your news, but your option list between TLX, advanced technology, etc., versus the Type S, you can look at it there. When do I think Honda will bring back the S2000 anytime soon? Everyone wants it. But not getting my hopes up. Andrew's like, this is from a mechanic. If you want to tune it yourself, good luck on reprogramming and remapping the ECU. It's extremely intensive work and it's hard to predict future impacts on engine and transmission. There you go. It was much easier to probably tune older engines. Things are so computerized nowadays. From my understanding, the Acuras and the Hondas are easier to tune, easier to ECU map with, gosh, what's that Honda tuning software? You guys will know. Something Honda. Gosh, it's going to drive me nuts. Will I be able to look it up? Hondata. Hondata. I don't know how we couldn't think of that. Hondata. They have a lot. You can reflash your ECUs, to my knowledge. I'm not an expert on it, like I said. And you can get more performance out of especially your turbocharged engines. So ES250 should, all-wheel drive should just be an option on the Camry, not on a Lexus. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Sean, I'm a younger guy who really likes Toyota and I love power, just don't trust the reliability. Turbos, also the fact that Toyota is so conservative. Hope they keep that inline, or the 3.5 liter V6. Me too. In a lot of ways, I just don't know how much longer they can keep it. Mohammed Genesis G80, GV80, Lexus GX 460. Which one to go? It depends on what you want. If you want to lease the car, you should get the Genesis. If you're going to buy the car, GX is one of the most reliable vehicles you can buy. It'll last you forever. There you go. If you're buying, get the Lexus. If you're leasing, get the Genesis. Genesis has so much damn technology in it. So much technology. That GV80, anyways, not like a G70, even though it does have technology, but it's not like a GV80. Would I recommend buying a last year Honda Fit? Yeah, it's made in Japan. Buy it. There's nothing wrong with it. Better yet, find one in a manual transmission. What do you think Mitsubishi could do to make their lineup more exciting? Come out with the Evo again? Reintroduce the Eclipse? Unlikely, but who knows? Like, Mitsubishi is done here in America. I think their plug-in hybrid Outlander is exciting in some sense, and is doing really well in Europe. I applaud them for that. I just, as much as I want them to succeed, I just don't know how they're going to do it. Don't know how they're going to do it. And their former chairman just died. Rest in peace, brother. Here's the crazy thing, guys, and I just feel so bad. I almost want to cry over it, is that this guy gave most of his life to Mitsubishi. He stepped down 3 weeks ago for health issues and died at the age of 71 just last week. So he worked his whole life in the auto industry in Japan, never retired, never got to enjoy his family or things on the level he probably should have. And he died because of the stresses of the car industry and other health issues. Like, that's just so sad. So sad. Was he a rich man? Absolutely. But what good is money if you don't have the freedom to do what you want with it? When, he chose it. He chose that life. He chose to work for Mitsubishi and other car makers for 70 plus years, and then he dies of health complications. I can't imagine a life like that, especially now that I'm able, because of you guys, because of Lexurious Fleet and my 60,000 followers, I'm able to stay at home and see my kids grow up, see my kids learn, get to spend all my time with them outside of the time I spend on my channel, and my wife. I get to spend all the time with her. Like, that just breaks my heart, but maybe that's what he wanted to do, and maybe that made him happy. Maybe he didn't know anything better, but that's just not a life I would want to live. Anyways, sharing my heart with you guys, and that's going to happen because I have a beer in my hand. And yeah, just thank you guys for coming out today. And if you want me to answer a question, I can't answer them all. I can't keep up. You're welcome to just put $1 on your question if you really want an answer. If you just want to support the Lexurious Fleet, support me and my family, I would appreciate that. You can always donate. I don't need it, but I would appreciate it. I'm very blessed, very, very blessed. Don't ever put yourself out. If you guys need the money, keep it. Alan says stick to Japanese for sure. When it comes to, it's hard to argue that. We're talking about my content. I'm going to cover other cars. I've already covered Japanese, but I don't know what you're referring to, Alan. Just watch the videos that interest you. That's all I got to say. Japanese Andrew says, different Andrew, not mechanic Andrew. Maybe this Andrew's also mechanic, but he says all I'm interested is Korean and Japanese autos. Focus. I like the focus that helps you differentiate your channel. That's why I subscribe. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, I have no desire to cover really anything outside of that. Some people are like, when are you going to cover Chinese cars? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Not closing it off. Eli says Savage Geese is a great car reviewer. That'll cover it when it comes out. Cover what? What are we talking about? Oh yeah, the Bronco. His videos are exceptional. 100%. He's very very honest on what he thinks about the vehicles, and I appreciate that about him. He struggles a little bit because he's so honest. The automakers, I wouldn't be surprised, don't always want to give him cars because he's so honest. He's so unbiased. He's so true to what he feels about the vehicle. Now, and his personality is very observative. He is very good at also picking out things he doesn't like, and that's what the automakers don't like. So, yeah. You know, I like his videos so much, not necessarily for his opinions, but his cinematography, which you guys probably have heard me talk about his channel multiple times. He makes beautiful videos. How far are we from MR2? Brandon, hey, brother. I have information on MR2 stuff. I don't even know everything about it right now, but I'm having people translate the information I need because it's all in Japanese, and it's very interesting from what I'm seeing so far. That's all I can say. And it's all rumor. We don't know if the MR2 is coming out. But if it does come out, it's going to be a high-priced vehicle, $100,000. In theory. Yep. Savage Geese did make a video on the Model 3 today. I want to watch it. I haven't seen it yet. So, when is Corolla Hatchback Special Edition coming out? Does it come in only automatic? Don't know which special edition you're talking about. Are you talking about the... Oh, gosh. What's it called? Oh, I'm not thinking about the hatch. I'm thinking about the sedan. So, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the anniversary? The red one? Let's see if I can find images of it. Oh, I can't think of what it's called, though. See if I can find some pictures of it for you. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah. This guy. No, wrong one, center screen. There we go. Yeah, this guy. Beautiful car. Can't wait to see a GR version of it. I don't know when it's coming out. I would ask your local local Toyota dealer. Goodness gracious. And I could be mixing up words. That's fine. You guys will correct me. Or you guys will just know what I'm talking about because you're awesome like that. Andrew says, that's my next stop after this beautiful live stream. Aw, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. You guys are so sweet to me. Joshua says, Kirk, you're getting low. Does that look low to you? It's pretty low. Got some here. Got some here. You guys are gonna get some entertainment if you haven't already. And if you enjoy what I do, if you're not subscribed, if you haven't liked, do what you need to do. That's all I'll say. That's all I'm gonna say. You think the RCF will stay sub 70K with the next model? No, things keep getting more expensive, dude. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind the chat. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Like I said, if you want me to answer a question or just give my thoughts, or if you guys want to get me fired up, you guys know several things would fire me up, and if you put $1 behind it, I'm gonna be like Luxurious Kirk in the red light district. I'm going to hop on that and attack that question. It's a lot of numbers. More beer. Yeah, Josh is like, keep drinking. And I'm so far behind on the chat, so he's probably been saying that for 20 minutes. 30 minutes maybe. Almost $30,000 Toyota Corolla. That's a bad decision on Toyota's part. This is going to push people into the arms that, nah, I don't think so. Nah. No. Are we talking about the GR Corolla? Talking about the GR Corolla? GR Corolla can charge a lot for it. A lot. I hope they don't. Yassine Aber, hey bro, do you recommend me to buy an IS350? Yeah, it's a great car. As long as you're okay with buying tires every 20,000 miles, an IS is a great car. Okay, guys, got a day trip. I'd like to drink with you, Kirk. Good show. I'm out. Oh, Joshua's out now. After he's like, hey, you're getting low. But he's got some day drinking to do. I understand. I understand that. Americans are only interested in EV trucks and niche vehicles. Well, I would say millennials maybe in some way, shape, or fashion. Really young people are only interested in EV trucks or niche vehicles. The younger generation likes technology. They also like individuality. That does not play well into Toyota, Honda, any other Japanese automakers' hands. Because they don't have EVs. They do have trucks, or at least Toyota has trucks. Niche vehicles, there are not that many out there. I mean, the MX-5 is a niche vehicle. That is, God, just bless Mazda and the MX-5. This is a perfect recipe. Love that car. Love that car. Oh my gosh. Can't tell you how much I love that car. It's on my vision board. Soul red RF right there. It doesn't have to be an RF. If I'm living in Florida, I'm getting a rag top, so. There's an MR2 replacement coming in 23 from what I've seen in our release info. Okay, hold on, Seth right here. Stanley says Miata news. I don't have any Miata news, just love the car. Ready for a next generation Miata. Who is it? Who isn't ready for the next generation of anything? That's what, like, a large part of the channel's growth has been me talking about what's coming next for Japanese cars and now Korean cars. Seth says there's an MR2 replacement coming in 23 from what I've seen from our release info. The US release won't be until later. Damn it. We should get it in 24, 25. If it's going to be that far out, that's really going to change a few things that I had in mind about it. And at that point in time, the Supra as it is will be winding down. So this will carry the torch for Toyota Sports excitement. And I don't know why I'm not full screen. You guys probably don't need me to have me full screen because, you know, who needs to see this face full screen? But yeah, that would make sense if they're going to do it then to carry the torch of excitement for the Toyota high performance brand. However, it would be nice for them to have low, medium, and high-end markets. Low with the GR 86 or the GT 86. GR 86 kind of fitting in between that and the Supra. If they come out with a GR 86, God willing, they have a turbocharged GR 86. A lot of people would be excited for that. Charge $5,000 more, people will line up. Then you have, you have the Supra, around $50,000. And maybe you have some special editions of the Supra, like the GRMN Supra, with 500 horsepower, getting up there, maybe 70, 80, 90 grand. And then you have the MR2 or whatever they call it, maybe MR3. I could see them calling it MR3 because the midship, MR stands for midship runaround. They might get rid of that, but I feel like they need to have a part of that. MR3 would make sense for me. I'm gonna make a video on the MR2 here in the future as I get this information translated from Japanese. Yeah, 2025. It's a little late in my opinion. But this car would tackle the NSX. It would tackle the Corvette. The problem is by 2025, if we have a breakthrough in battery technology, it leaves almost every internal combustion engine car in the dust, makes it irrelevant. And that's like all these companies are, I mean, that's like the gold rush right now. Probably just repeating what I keep saying, it's the again, just to get excited. That's the gold rush right now. The gold rush that we saw in the 1800s, right? 1849, the 49ers, the football team is based off of that. The gold rush we saw here in America in the 1800s is the exact same thing we're seeing now with battery development. Whoever figures it out, whoever finds the golden ticket, Charlie's Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka, whatever you want to call it, they find that golden ticket, a battery, I don't know, El Dorado, the golden city of batteries, it's over. Gasoline cars are done. The problem is we got to be able to have the infrastructure, fast charging, but they're working on batteries to be able to charge fast. So, guys, if you're not subscribed, this channel is going to be around for a long time. I did devote my life to this. And we're in the arguably the most exciting time in the automotive industry, where we're transitioning from internal combustion engines to hybrids to electric cars. And it's all hinging on how fast these batteries advance. So, yeah. Who knows? Who knows, guys? Who knows? I just get really excited. I love cars. I love technology, and this allows me to do a little bit of both at the same time. Thank you so much for 60,000 subscribers and just being here, just being a part of the Lexurious Fleet. You guys rock. Corolla Apex, will I be able to review one? I'd love to. I like the, so Almir, I like the idea of Toyota doing the mods instead of doing it itself. I agree. Because it's going to be reliable, it's going to be clean, it's going to be, the invention's going to be perfect. I agree. Don't figure out Mitsubishi would survive less than GM before Honda gets it. Well, Honda might buy GM. General Honda. Well, it's already Honda Motors, but General Honda. I think Gondam is the best name ever for General Motors and Honda teaming up. Hey Kirk, are Lexus turbo engines reliable? I have a 2016 IS 200. Yeah, 100%. It's arguably the most reliable turbo gasoline engine on the market. Just make sure you maintain it. Take it to the Lexus dealer for your maintenance. It's super reliable. Eli, gonna sell the Lexus for a Chevy Trax because they have better build quality? Yeah, you're fishing there, brother. Trying to get me fired up. You know that's one of my least favorite vehicles. It's the Buick Encore and the Chevy Trax. Throw up in my mouth every time I see one of those things. Good God. And you succeeded. You got me slightly fired up there. I reviewed one on my channel once. I was unnecessarily favorable to it, but I still don't like them. Diego, I know if they make a new MR2 successor, they can't cannibalize their own market. They can't have the GT30 or sorry, the GT86 at $30,000 along with an MR2 that's super underpowered, 100 and some horsepower, maybe 200 horsepower, naturally aspirated. They're not going to have them competed against each other. It's not going to happen. It's one or the other. And they have the entry-level market with the A6. They have the mid-level sports market with a Supra. Hopefully it gets replaced with a Mazda platform, replacement with an inline six. I don't like anything about the current Supra other than that they're trying to have some excitement in the Toyota brand. And they have a high tier with the MR2 midship. If you're gonna have a mid-engine car, might as well make it a supercar destroyer. Make it compete with the GTR. Make it compete with the NSX. Make it compete with the Corvette. You got to do it. Got to do it. Come on. People want it. People want it. Who doesn't want it? If you don't want an MR2, or let's take MR2 out because they're not even going to call it that if it comes out. If you guys want a flagship Toyota mid-engine sports car, would you like it to compete with NSX, GTR, Corvette? $100,000? Sign me up. Sign me up. Rico, Kirk, at what point do you think manufacturers will price the purchasing power of the average buyer, especially during the great question. Cars are so expensive now. They're not going to get any cheaper. Yeah, I don't know. It's such an interesting time where we're living in because people, I mean, the economy is not getting better right now. I think it's COVID happened and it's just kind of coasting. I want it to get better. We all want it to get better. We all want to make more money. We all want to have a better life. Cheaper cars? I don't know. I just don't see it happening. Incentives, though, 0% interest, low leasing rates. I think we can see that benefit. But the cost of cars themselves, I don't know, man. I don't see it happening. Genesis is heating up the segment. I agree, even though they don't sell any cars yet. MR2 will be electrified. The way Toyota's going, look, the NSX is electrified. Andrew, hey, this generation Corolla is due to the front fascia. I call me weird, or maybe the majority, maybe you're the minority. I don't know. I like the new Corolla. I like the front end. I like it. I like it a lot. Six Pop, Kirk, supposedly the MK5 Supra would be Mazda developed. Wait, you mean the MK6? The MK6 Supra? The Mark 6 Supra? Yeah, that's I already just mentioned. I just talked about that. Killer Lord, what's up, brother? Good to see you. I haven't seen you speak a whole lot in the chat. I think you just retracted one of your messages. Something about the Land Cruiser and the LX. David's Doodles, 2 means 2-seater. They wouldn't make it a 3-seater. Good point. So maybe they call it the M2. Because it's not a runaround anymore. It's not like a commuter car. Maybe they call it the MF2. Oh my gosh. Oh, what do they call the MF2? Oh shit. Oh shit. I just said the S word. Hopefully Andrew's kids still aren't watching. But it's better than the F word. The MF2. Oh my gosh, that'd be legendary. NSX is a fail. Agree. I still would love to review it on the channel. It's way too expensive. Way too expensive. And, you know, the original NSX, 6-speed manual, you know, oh, there's so many beautiful things about it. Naturally aspirated. Guys, here's the thing. If you came to me and you're like, Kirk, would you take a 1995 NSX 6-speed manual? I think there are 6 speeds. Almost positive there's 6 speeds. Not an NSX perfect knowledge person. Or would you take a brand new NSX 2020 electrified? I'd be like, give me the vintage. I want to pick my own gears. I love the looks of those older ones. The new ones, I guess they look cool. When you see them on the streets, they look cool, but they don't get me excited. They don't get me excited. I love the old NSXs. Love them. Love them. Did you guys see the picture I took while I was in Colorado? Let's see here. Let's see if I can pull it up for you chaps. If you missed it, it's because it's YouTube's fault. Let's see if I can find this view. I'm close. Aha, there we go. I was driving, so I was probably reviewing, what was it? I was in the 8.6. I was reviewing the 8.6. Check this out, guys. How sick is this NSX? You're telling me you would pick the new hybrid twin turbo V6 NSX over this? There's no way. At least I wouldn't. I mean, everyone's different, right? Look how sick this thing is. I'm just going to let you guys look at that for a long time. It's a work of art. It's a freaking blessing to mankind. The new one's like, it's too modern. It's too electrified. It's too estranged from the driver. There's no more relationship with the car. It's too, you know, robotic. Is it faster? Way effing faster. But this looks cooler. It's more fun to drive. Seth Green, by 2028, you'll have a car from Toyota that will get 700 miles a charge and only 2 hours to charge with 30 years life cycle battery. The problem is, if they are that aggressive, they're not going to sell any cars. They'll be like, okay, you can buy this. There's no maintenance. The dealerships don't make any money. And 30 years life cycle? Okay, well, I mean, really, the only thing that comes after that, if it gets to that point, the only thing that comes after that is flying cars. You can't have a better car than that. Really. Who's going to pay? If I have a car, then get 700 miles on an electric charge, goes 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, last 30 years, little to no maintenance other than tires and brakes, maybe brakes because of electric rechargeable brakes, they're not going to sell any cars. They can't sell any cars. That's like the perfect car. So when we get there, the next logical jump is flying cars. There's no, you can't, am I crazy here? And that's why you guys should subscribe if you're watching and you're not subscribed, because this time in the automotive industry, how fast it's changing, it's unprecedented. We haven't seen anything like this since the car industry started in the early 1900s. Like, this is crazy, crazy times we're talking about here, guys. Crazy times. Imagine a VTEC Corvette. Gross. I mean, it'd be fast as hell. It'd be cool. It'd be fun. But there's no manual transmission on the Corvette anymore, right? I mean, it'd be fast as hell, but where's the connection with the car? You can't have a direct connection with the car. And Lexus is trying. They're trying with, oh gosh, what's it called? Oh, with their electric car, the LF30 concept, they're like, hey, we're doing everything we can to connect you to the car with these electrified options, because everything's so automated now, but they're trying to keep intact that relationship with the vehicle. So we'll see. We'll see. My voice is going to be gone. I'm not going to be able to talk the rest of the day or tomorrow. So if I have a video tomorrow, I'll have the microphone like right here. I'll just be whispering. Mitsubishi will not survive. They'll survive, but maybe not here in America the way things are going. It's just sad because I follow Mitsubishi news. I follow all Japanese car news, and it's like I still see Mitsubishi dealerships opening in the United States. Brand new ones. Brand new ones. I'm like, what? What are these people thinking? What are these people thinking? Are they... I don't know. Why would they spend millions of dollars to open a brand new Mitsubishi car dealership? You could spend that on Mazda. Even Volt, like, if just about any other car company would be a better investment. Oh my gosh. And I want Mitsubishi to succeed. But God almighty, they're in a tough place. Tim says he hates the Traxxon Encore too. Yeah, thank you. Do you think there'll be a Camry Prime? Well, okay, so PC forever. Toyota's doing this very slowly. Their whole, plug-in hybrid stuff. Camry's on the same platform as the RAV4, the Future NX, the Highlander, the Sienna. It's a TNGA K platform. They can all be primed. The problem is, how many battery packs can they get? Is Toyota willing to spend that much for battery packs? I'm pouring a beer. If you guys would like to pour beer with me, go ahead and take a drink, or just pour beer with me. Priming is, if they prime the entire lineup, I think that's where they're headed for. They're just being very conservative about it, because whoever gets that electric battery or that battery technology advancement that makes electric cars way cheaper per vehicle, I guess, than internal combustion cars, that's a golden ticket. The game's over at that point. ICE cars are done. So until then, they're going to slowly put in prime models of the Camry, of the Highlander, of the Sienna, which I would freaking love more than anything. A freaking primed Sienna with all my kids and my family, like 40, 50 miles of plug-in range. That'd be amazing. Be absolutely amazing. But they're going to do it very slowly, very conservatively, because they know that next battery leap is right around the corner. So it's very, very tricky right now. Use GSF, good idea. Hells yeah, get that 2UR GSE 5-liter V8. Put an aftermarket exhaust on there. Make your life heaven. Tundra's a bad buy in 2020? Absolutely. Buy a used one. There'll be a next generation Tundra probably a year from now. And if you want to see me cover it, make sure to subscribe. Guys, we're getting closer to 100,000. Thank you so much for 60,000. It's been such a wonderful ride. Like every single day, I wake up the happiest person in the world. I get to spend my time building my channel, giving you guys opinions and entertainment and news. And I get to, more importantly than that, guys, believe it or not, more importantly is my family. I get to hang out with my family. And yeah, I quit my job about a month and a half ago thanks to you guys and your following. You guys somehow find me entertaining. I appreciate that. I guess I can go full screen at this point. But yeah, thanks so much for all your support. We're going places. We're going places. Ramadan Abu Ghosh. Hello from Dubai. Hello, brother. I would love to visit Dubai. I think Supercar Blondie is there, and she does an amazing job. She's phenomenal. I would love to meet her and get in some supercars. Why not? No, more importantly, get in a freaking Lexus LX or Land Cruiser and going through the sand dunes. You guys would enjoy that more than me getting in a supercar. You guys would like that too. I would like that too. But going through the sand dunes around Dubai in a Land Cruiser, you guys would lose. I would lose it. I'd freaking lose it. But anyways, I'm going to read your comment. Always wanted to buy an MX-5, but they only offered it here in automatic. What? What? Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. If they only offer it in automatic there, and you know how to drive a manual, you're not going to enjoy it. Because every single time you hop into your automatic Mazda Miata, you'll be like, there's a better version out there. There's a more enjoyable, there's more pleasurable, there's more sporty, there's more engaging option out there, and I can't have it. Don't put yourself in that position. I would never do it. Don't do it. Buy something else. Buy something else that doesn't have either a manual transmission option, or buy yourself something that does. But don't buy yourself an MX-5 where it's only offered an automatic. That doesn't make any sense to me. What the hell is Mazda thinking? What the F, Mazda? I feel sorry for you, Abu. Screw that, man. Thank you so much for commenting and tuning in from across the world. Gosh, the water and the Red Sea. It's the Red Sea, right? I like geography. I'm not perfect at it. Persian Sea? Okay, hold on. Google Maps here. It's a Persian Gulf. And close to, where's the Red Sea? The Red Sea's on the other side of Saudi Arabia. See? That's why I had to fact check myself. Persian Gulf. But even the water there is gorgeous, guys. Here. We're going to share somewhat where Abu lives. So we're going to do center screen here. So Dubai, Abu Dhabi would be a cool place to visit as well. So Dubai is in this area. Let's go to, is there satellite view? Satellite view is not coming up for whatever reason. But Red Sea's over here. Gulf of Aden, Gulf of Oman, and then Persian Gulf. Man, it would be so cool. My cousin worked out of Dubai for a while. She worked for Emirates, the airplane company. But yeah, man, I love to visit. Love, love, love. Okay, 91, 96 came with a 5-speed manual. 97 to 2005 came with a 6-speed. Okay, so I knew some of them had a 5-speed. I knew some of them had a 6-speed. I just didn't know when that crossover happened. So there you go. Thanks for Tim. Cheers to you for clearing that up. Code 3, still have a 90 LS in the family since day one. It's better than most. It is better than most new cars. There's no denying that. It's one of the best cars ever made. If they, David, they made an MR2 a mid-engine SUV, that'd be unfortunate. God. Hopefully God would spare us from some abomination like that. Kev says cars are more expensive, so people are buying more practical SUVs. Yeah, I mean, if you can only afford one car payment and you can get, let's say, a Tucson for $30K or a GT86 for $30K, and you're the average person, you're going to pick practicality, fuel economy, even though the GT86 is pretty fuel efficient, but you're going to pick the crossover, every all-wheel drive. You're going to pick it every single time. Every single time. That's why the SUVs are so great right now. For the money, you still get good fuel economy, you get great practicality, versatility, and you get all-wheel drive. I mean, sedans are dead. They're dying. They're dying. They're dead. They're dying. It's so sad. What are your thoughts on the Avalon? I hope they cancel it. Lexus ES is good enough. Daniel Fernandez, what's up, bro? He's watching the live stream on his Labor Day. Hopefully you're doing well, brother. You're still in the chat. I only got a few minutes left, so if you want me to answer a question, feel free to ask. I'm still really far behind on the chat, so. Andrew says you got to change diapers. I know what that's about. I do that every day. Arslan Ahmed, hey Kirk, have you heard anything about Lexus and BMW partnering together on other projects? In UK, Lexus, no, I haven't heard anything about collaborating on any other project other than the Supra. Diego's like, no, I don't want to lose the internal combustion engine. I don't either. I hope it stays around a long time. But I do like progress in its own ways. Your mom wants a Ram? Then get her a Ram. David's like, build Lego cars and review them. I'd get a kick out of that. There's some cool Lego cars out there. Not as many as I'd like, but they're out there. Looking forward to the Outnumbered channel. Kirk Kreiffel's Outnumbered, where I am hanging out with my kids and my wife on a daily basis. Hey. Dan's like, look forward to the future of the channel. Me too, brother. Me too. Great things are happening. Check Craigslist to buy. I'm not doing it. Oh, buy the MX-5 from another country. Okay, I thought you're like, hey, you know, there's some crazy things on Craigslist to buy. I'm sure there are crazy things on Craigslist to buy. I'm not going down that route though. What are the chances of a Yaris cross-sized Lexus in Europe and Japan? Well, They trademark the LBX, whatever that means. I don't know. There's a possibility. Do I think Mazda will bring back the rotary and make it more reliable? I think people would like to see it. Chances are probably less than 50% though. Oh, Arsan asking the most intense question, maybe on the stream right now. Do hope Lexus will work with BMW to improve anything that helps your cars. Why are Japanese automakers no longer innovative? Mitsubishi 3000 GT used to have four-wheel steering. Now it's a big deal to the Germans. I don't know why the Japanese stopped becoming innovative. I think they got comfortable. With, they worked their asses off for decades in making better cars. And that's like what Toyota's philosophy, better and better, or whatever. They do. In theory, they make better and better cars. They worked so long to see the fruits of their labor. They're making so much money on their cars in the past 10, 20 years. They're scared to innovate because they're like, we don't want to change because we're making so much money. And they originally had to nothing but change. Change is the only way that would allow them to succeed. Now they're to the point where they're almost in the position of those car makers that they took down, where they're resting on their laurels, resting on their fan base, resting on good quality, but possibly not as good quality as it was in the 90s and early 2000s. And they're scared to innovate because how fast technology is changing. And Japan used to be the front runner when it came to technology too. Remember, Sony was the innovator when it came to everything, like technology-wise. Panasonic. There are tons of other brands I'm probably not thinking of, but those are two that come to mind. They're not the front runners anymore when it comes to any technology. They're not. I mean, Sony's even talking about getting in the automotive industry with their electric automated car. That doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell. They're just developing software and technologies to sell to other Japanese automakers. That's how I see it. I don't know. The Japanese entire economy that used to pride itself on industry and technology has been beaten in recent years by the Koreans, and now of course the Chinese. Like they're in a tough spot, and if they don't innovate, they're dead. Just like anyone, if you don't innovate, you're dead. Same goes with any country, any culture, any industry, any profession. You got to adapt. You got to innovate. So, would I visit the Nissan Pavilion in Japan? Heck yeah, let's go. Let's do it. I would visit that. I'd also visit the Lexus Intersect in Japan. They have one in Dubai. They have one in New York. I would go to the one in Japan probably first. I'd love to see the one in Dubai. It'd be so cool. Lexus Intersect. Have a couple drinks there. Eat some food. Have a good time. Give you a tour of it. It'd be so cool. Aw. Love you, Cass. Must be quiet. The kids must be asleep if she's commenting. Americans would like a 3-pot, but in a larger package. That's why Corolla lift back and Corolla cross GR makes more sense. Yeah. Yep. True. What's the Nissan Pavilion? It's an area in Japan. Here, I'll Google it for you. It's like almost like a hangout / museum / auto show or I don't even know the best. It's a hangout that is strictly for Nissan cars and people who like Nissans. Center screen. Here's a Nissan Pavilion. It's brand new. They're going to be announcing the Z Proto there. They announced the Aria there. It's a hangout. It's like Lexus Intersect, but way bigger and less about food, culture, experience. It's more like a big hangout place. So I'll let you guys watch this little video real quick. Nissan won't mind. I'm promoting their entire brand right now. Internet Dude, welcome back. Internet Dude's awesome. He's one of those rare people out there who had a Tesla and came to the Lexus side. I don't know if anyone, well, I know a few people who have done that. But at least when it comes to the internet and having your own channel, if you want to check out Internet Dude's channel, I don't know if you're still making videos, but I know you had a Model S and you got a Lexus LS instead. So Leo, the short guy, thanks for the stream. Kirk, you rock. Does that mean you're leaving, Leo? Does that mean you're leaving? I don't know. But yeah, check out Internet Dude's channel. He's always providing helpful information in the comment section of my videos. Leo says I'm still here. Yeah, of course. No, yeah, you've been very educational in a lot of ways, just commenting on my video. So I like just that you share your experience, you know, in the comments and stuff. So there's no reason to hate any car brand, no reason to hate anything. Tesla, I don't plan on buying a Tesla anytime soon, but the fact that they're pushing the industry forward is a wonderful thing. And if it wasn't for them, man, things would be even more boring than they are now. So Kirk told about the tease of a Fairlady Z manual. No, it's going to happen. Nissan teased it. Yeah. I don't hate it. It's just our UK press. Well, here's the thing. Tesla in the press it's scary because, well, even the stock market is unrealistically boosting them. Like, it's absolutely bonkers. But it's a part of the global agenda right now. Lower emissions, more control over the people, more autonomy, which means more control over the people. Like, this is all about more control, more power. Tesla falls right into the global agenda, the New World Order, whatever you want to talk about. We can be the Illuminati. We can go down that route. I'm never going to do that because I don't know anything about it, but I'm just saying Tesla fits in line with the zero regulations, political rules that are in many, many parts of the civilized world. From China, banning internal combustion cars. Now it's hard to argue against it because their people are poisoned by emissions. So I understand emissions are terrible, but there are so many countries out there where it's more than just about emissions, guys. And I think it's interesting. I think lower emissions is of course better, but the tyrannical forcing of it and forcing you against your freedoms is one thing, and then forcing it because of the health of the population is another thing. So there's got to be a balance. I'm all for it in the right time, the right area, the right country. The lesser emissions, the better. But the way Tesla is represented is outrageous. They make very poor quality cars, quality control. Their best quality control car would never make it out of a Toyota, especially not even a Lexus plant. And that's my opinion. Maybe I'm biased. I could be wrong. But from what I've seen, the things I've seen, just basic things being terribly done on a purchasable, a market-ready Tesla is unacceptable. They have a long ways to go. If they can bring up their quality control the next few years, people are in trouble. But until then, nah, yeah. I'm sure, you know, some of you watching are going to be, you'll have opinions one way or the other, but I'm very neutral. I'd say I'm very neutral. Very neutral. Dude, yeah, the press is afraid of Tesla radicals. There's so many radicals out there for electric cars. Now, I like the electric car people who are neutral. They're like, Tesla's great, but you know, so is the Chevy Bolt, so is the Kia Neo, or the, you know, the Ioniq EV, and even the EV people who are like, you know, hybrids are good. They're the step in the right direction, lower emissions. But the EV people who are obsessed only with Tesla are toxic and terrible for everyone. They're like, it's Tesla or nothing. Oh, and then they'll belittle people who buy an EV. Who, that's not a Tesla. Oh, you bought a Bolt? Oh, that's a joke of a car. My car's way faster. My car gets more range. My car has better technology. It's like, well, your car, if you're that Tesla person, also, and a lot of those Tesla people don't even have a Tesla. But a lot of those people, yeah, have a poorly built vehicle compared to the Chevy Bolt. So, yeah, anyways. I'm all for EVs. I'm not all for die-hard, throwing yourself over the stake for a single company. Internet dude, hear it from the horse's mouth because he owned a Tesla. Truth, Tesla's quality control is among the worst in the industry. You heard it from a Tesla owner who now owns a Lexus. And there's things he misses about his Tesla. How could you not? There are things that you miss about a fully quiet driving experience, the smoothness of it. But when it comes to comfort, quality control, customer service, build quality, it doesn't come close, let alone to Lexus in those regards. What's cool about EVs that you get special rebates from the government when those run out. Unless there's a huge technological shift, people are not going to buy EVs because they cost too much. When those rebates run out. And I'm even tempted in some ways. You know, if the Honda E was here, I'd be like, shit, guys, see you later. I'm going to go buy a Honda. No, I wouldn't do that, but I'd be very interested. I'm very interested in plug-in hybrids as well. So, Isaiah Gamil, if the market is going all electric, how do you think they can make them more exciting for real car enthusiasts? Well, look up the Lexus LF30. They're trying everything they can, in theory, to make it more exciting, even though that car won't be here for a long time. So, yeah, you take out the excitement when you take out the noise, you take out the rumble, you take out the manual transmissions. That's all pulling you away from the visceral relationship you have with the car. There's just no other way about it. Internet dude says I nailed it. Oh, thanks, bro. I try to be very neutral. There are amazing things about Tesla. There are also very non-amazing things about Tesla and any other electric car, you know. So Honda E is really funky. It is just a beautiful, simple, minimalistic car. It's so Japanese. I love everything about it. But not the fact that it's not here in America. So, Internet dude wants a plug-in LS and I'd buy it in a heartbeat. I mean, yes, I 100% agree. The LS is supposed to be the pinnacle of technology, just like the S-Class is for Mercedes. The LS right now, it's not. Now, they're trying to implement autonomous driving in Japan first, but we're talking powertrains. People are not necessarily obsessed with autonomy more than they are with powertrains. Give them a plug-in hybrid, people will be interested. Give them more power with that plug-in hybrid, even more interested. You did it with the RAV4 Prime. Why the hell can you not do it with a Lexus? Why is it taking so much longer for Toyota to implement that technology into a Lexus where it should have had it first? Pisses me off. Don't know what they're doing. It's frustrating. They're all about numbers. They're all about profit. And their priorities are more for profit. And that's why Lexus is so far behind, because apparently it's not as profitable for the Toyota Motor Company. That's how I see it. And you guys, I don't get fired up like this about really any other car company, you know, because I have such a wealth of knowledge with Lexus and a little bit of Toyota. I get more fired up about them than any other car maker. They can make the best cars in the world. They still do in a lot of ways. They're falling so far behind in a lot of ways. But man, you're never going to regret in a way buying a Lexus because they do so many things so well. You can forgive them for their faults. But man, there's no reason they're so far behind in technology, powertrains, etc. The RX to have the same hybrid powertrain for how long has this been an RX 350 or 400 hybrid at this point? You know, where is the innovation? Where is it? And that was a question we had earlier. I think it was our boy from Dubai. Where's the innovation with the Japanese auto brands? You know, I think Acura's trying with their turbo V6s and the turbo 4-cylinders, but that's just catching up with the current automotive market. What's next? It's like I don't know if they're looking that far ahead. It's really crazy times. Anyways, guys, I'll let you talk a little bit in the chat. I got to take a leak real quick, use the ladies' room, and I'll be right back. I am back. Nissan pulling a Hyundai with a comeback? I don't know. Maybe. The ones that count 89. Okay. Diego Rodriguez, yeah, talking about Tesla fanboys, basically worship Elon. It's hard to argue that. If you can't find fault in any of a certain person, you see them as a god. If you say they're right in every single decision, you see them as a god. You are worshiping them in some degree. Is Tesla a cult? I mean, you can make similarities. Does that make the Luxurious Fleet a cult? Does it? No, because you guys like other channels. You like other vehicles other than Japanese. Maybe some of you might not. But just saying you like only Japanese vehicles doesn't make you a fanatic, because it's saying, well, you know, I like multiple brands. If you're like, I only like the Toyota Prius and nothing else, that makes you crazy. Because there are other vehicles out there, and you're saying, no, I'm not open-minded to see what else is out there. It's willed ignorance. And Tesla fanboys, some of them, Can't paint them all like that. But if you're like, I will only buy a Tesla, that's the only car that matters to me, and there are no other good cars. But if you're just like, hey, one of my goals is I would love to have a Tesla. I think they make great cars. There's other great cars out there. That's okay. But if you're like, Elon Musk is phenomenal. He's leading us to Mars. He's leading us outside the United States. He is saving the world with his electric cars. P.S. Electric cars aren't saving anyone. Maybe they're making the air slightly cleaner, but you know what they're doing? You have to mine a shit ton of minerals to make any car, and that includes a highly metallic battery pack, and you have to use fossil fuels to mine those battery packs. And most of the people, there are exceptions. You can be fully off the grid with an electric car if you have solar and wind and things like that, or thermal. Most people are refueling their electric cars off the current power grid, which is natural gas or coal, or maybe nuclear in some situations. I don't know. I love electric cars. I love the power. I love the future of them. But don't make yourself an idiot by saying one brand is the only way. Don't do that. Don't put yourself in that position. Yeah, Tesla makes cars that accelerate as fast as supercars for a fraction of the price. 100% agree. They're fast as hell. They're intoxicating. Boss, I'm fired up because I've been waiting years for an all-wheel drive ES or an Avalon only to find out they have the horsepower of a moped. 100% agree. Go somewhere else. Don't buy it then. If you're like, I'll only buy Toyota or Lexus all-wheel drive sedan, well, you're screwed because no one, you don't, obviously, you and like myself, boss, don't want a 200 horsepower all-wheel drive sporty-ish sedan and paying 40 grand for the Toyota version and 50 grand for the Lexus version. Go somewhere else, man. That's all I gotta say. Screw them. It pisses me off. It's a joke. It's a slap in the face, dude. It's a complete slap in the face. Pisses me off. Tesla, I feel, lacks soul, passion. Absolutely. It's a robot. There's no soul or passion in a robot. To start clean the earth, you have to start to replace lithium with something less toxic. Yeah, like salt batteries, like sodium batteries. I've heard of them. Yep. 100% agree. Alpha Lancia, all built with soul. There's some truth to that, but there's also no logic in there. Their cars are very, very unreliable. Most Italian cars are. Poor quality, but man, they make beautiful and high performance cars. There's no doubt. There's nothing perfect. There's nothing perfect out there. There's always got to be a balance. Just test drove a Tacoma, 46 MSRP. Head unit, camera, screen is a joke. 100% agree. Truck ride's good. Yeah. Toyota has bad technology. Everything else is phenomenal. Sometimes their powertrain's a little bit lacking, but everything else is pretty good. Lexus, as any luxury brand, has to justify their coin. Yep. Casey Cho. Hey Kirk, love your channel. I love Lexus and Honda brand, but I have headroom problems. Is there no way around this? For example, new ES, I wish had about 1 to 2 inches more headroom. Try a GS. See if you can find a GS that's comfortable. No, lithium is a metal. It's not a salt. It's found in salts, I guess technically, in salt fields, but lithium is a metal. I'm not a chemist by any means, but I know lithium is metal. Yeah, I'm trying to think better options. The issue with the current ESs, Camrys, Avalons, is that they're more sporty. The roof lines are much more swept, and that's for emissions for it to be more aerodynamic. So maybe try a GS or a last generation ES or last generation Avalon that's going to have a little bit wider door opening for you. It's really all I got to say. I don't know. Maybe try, I haven't myself tried, but maybe try a Acura RLX. That might work for you. Arslan loves Scotty. Yeah, there's things I like about him for sure. Sodium would be good because they conduct lots of energy. More importantly, sodium is so widely available. It's everywhere. Sodium's everywhere, guys. Thomas and Casey Hart. Hey, I'm in New Zealand. Love your content. Thank you so much for watching. Gosh, New Zealand's probably like 15 hours ahead. What would that make? It's got to be late at night. No, early morning? New Zealand time. What the heck? You're just waking up. You're drinking coffee. I just finished my first beer. I don't know how long. I can stream forever. I can just talk about cars forever. You guys know how much I like cars. But thanks for tuning in from New Zealand. We have people from Algeria. We've had people from Dubai, UAE. If you guys, where are you guys? Let's just quick timeout. Where's everyone coming in from? Where are you guys checking out? And thank you guys for 60,000 subscribers. I mean, we're getting to 100, and that's a goal. By the end of the year, get to 100,000 subscribers. If it doesn't happen, that's fine. It's not like I'm gonna quit making content or anything. It's really exciting if I get to 100,000 before the end of the year. Man, can you imagine? So here's the thing. I hit 10,000 subscribers January 1st of 2020. If I get 100,000 subscribers January 1st of 2021, man, if we're having a good time now in the stream, imagine what we'd be doing at 100,000 on January 1st or December 31st. That'd be so cool. Jean-Louis is in the house. What do I think future F brands? Future F brands. They can't give up. If they give up on the F brand, Lexus is a joke. People are just going to be like, you couldn't keep up. You chose not to keep up. You're a joke. If you ever come out with a performance vehicle again, people are going to make fun of it. So the RCF is the only F car right now. That will segment into the next ISF. And that will segment into the next, hopefully, UXF, NXF, LQF, LXF, LSF, LCF. That's where they should be. If they want to play the luxury game, you also need to have performance. You got to. That's where I think about. Okay, you guys are from Seattle. Leo's from Seattle. What's up? Miami. We're at in Florida. Florida, are you at, William? I'll be moving back down to the Naples area hopefully in the next year, the way things are looking. Ohio, Buckeye State, North Carolina, Tar Heels. Jay goes, you better not quit. Bellevue. Oh, yeah, I know where you're at. I know where you're at, Eli. That's right, brother. Represent Cornhusker State. Alberta, Canada. Diego. Aslan, England. They hate Japanese cars. In a lot of Europe, they don't like Japanese cars. It's sad. I mean, you don't have a lot of F cars to have a favorite of. ISF's got to be everyone's favorite. GSF's pretty sick. Should make EV key trucks. That'd be cool in Japan. Rev Match TV. Oh, thanks for watching, man. I see a lot of your videos. Enjoy your channel. We cover some of the same. Yeah, exactly. We're very similar. We like talking about automaker news. Thanks for watching. If you guys have not watched Rev Match TV, go ahead and subscribe to his channel. Makes good stuff. Puerto Rico, cloudy and in the low 90s/30s in Celsius. Yeah, Puerto Rico. I'm going to make it there one day. Like I said, I have family from there. I'm interested in maybe visiting the islands just east of Puerto Rico. Definitely the Virgin Islands one day. Orlando. Okay, some more Florida people. Moneyocracy's back. Came back, saw your response to one of my questions hours ago. Wow, you are amazing that you were able to find that. John's from Denver? I was just in Denver. Eric Tate from Philadelphia. What's up? Steve's in the chat. Callie. Didn't know Steve was in the chat. So Steve has a blue Luxurious Fleet badge next to him. That means he's been a member for over a month. So he's one of my first members, so I definitely appreciate that. California, the fire state. Yeah, well, you know, world's burning up a little bit here and there. We could definitely collab on something someday. Yeah, email me. We can definitely get a Zoom live stream together or something like that. I'm not opposed to that. We should make a petition for a new F car. I think they have new F cars working, but I only plan to stream till about 1 o'clock, but I'm running a little bit low. And the only time I really drink on the channel, anytime I make videos, I'm stone sober. But when I'm doing live stream, I'm here to hang out with you guys at the pub, having a good time, have a couple drinks. So I'll drink a little bit more and have a good time with you guys. Since the chat's still vibrant, I still got a lot of people watching. So, and I'm celebrating 60,000 on our way to 100. You guys are amazing. All right, definitely ask your questions. I'll get back to it. I'm going to fill up here on my Trader Joe's Cerveza. So, CT is big in the UK. You guys want to hear this? Wait for it. Wait for it. Beautiful sound. How many subs did I have back in March? Probably like 20. Probably only like 20,000. That's when I said I think you were under 10K. No, I think I hit 10K in January 1st. It was like a perfect timing. William, thank you so much. Cheers. Thank you guys for getting me to 60K. Jamal's like, yeah, popping bottles over here. Yup. Would you like me to contact you about the review LS email? Yeah, if you want to. Shoot. I would just need it for a day. It would just be like a quick 1 day review. Yeah, just get some footage of it, Eli, and give some impressions, some driving impressions. I'm not gonna like beat the shit out of it. I don't even do that in my reviews of brand new sports cars. So I'm just a conservative dude. I don't drive like a maniac. So William and Aslan are like, yeah, cheers. The popping bottles. Mazda wasn't making a mild hybrid MX-30 with a rotary. They're planning to use it as a small range extender for the MX-30. Right. It wouldn't be a mild hybrid if they use it. It would be only for the MX-30 electric, and they would put it in the back somewhere to use it as a range extender. I've talked about that a couple times on my channel. It's rumored. It would be amazing because rotaries are very, very compact. They're very small. You can stow them away in a small space. We'll see. Bob Larson. You know, I've sold a Lexus to a Bob Larson. What are the chances? Hello, Kirk. Hailing from Thailand. I've been to Thailand. I love Thailand. I want to go back to Thailand. Thailand has a special place in my heart. Australia has a special place in my heart. The Virgin Islands have a special place in my heart. Japan has a special place in my heart. And Florida. This is where I currently live, Nebraska, of course. I'm from here. But Florida. Oh, Thailand. I rode an elephant in Thailand. Had a great time in Thailand. I did so many things. It was a wonderful place. Eli's like, you can drift it, Kirk. I trust you. Thanks, brother. I'll take it up on the parking lot on a Sunday where no one's parked, and I'll do some cookies up there. Just kidding. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun. EV Hyundai sports car from Ioniq looks kind of like a modern day Tiburon. Yeah. What? I don't think so. Diego saying, so you're telling me you don't drive in oncoming traffic? Not regularly. Hawk says, and half of his name looks like it's in Thai. I don't read Thai, but it looks like it's Thai. I don't know what language that is, but he says, congrats for the 60,000 subscribers. Love your channel, Kirk. Cheers from Germany. Prost is cheers. Cheers, brother. And I will go to Germany. Also has a special place in my heart. Most of my blood is German. And while it doesn't really matter, I just like German things. I do like German cars. I like Porsches. If you guys didn't know, God, that's like my... But more than anything, I love German beer. I'm not drinking a German beer right now, but I do love German beer. I love the Black Forest. I love Bavaria. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, there's so many... what's there not to like about the world? You know? And if you have heritage, I've never been to Germany, but most of my blood is German. I'd love to go there and, reconnect. Hawk says his wife is Thai. I feel you. I feel you. Go on the German Autobahn. Ooh, that'd be sick. Can I include Volvo? I do like Volvos. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of you are like, when are you gonna cover all Asian autos? When are you gonna cover Chinese? Well, technically, Geely is a Chinese brand which owns Volvo, so hey, any excuse for me to cover Volvo, I might be a sucker for that. How tall am I? 6'1". Hey Kirk, how did Toyota's GR logo go with the 3-cylinder? Wait, what? How did Toyota's okay, I'm trying to read your question. Why did Toyota GR go with a 3-cylinder, not an inline-4? Because the Yaris needed to be a replica of the WRC. It's very lightweight. They're able to get a lot of power out of a small engine, so it's a great racing engine. High power, low weight. That's why. Inline-4s will and should eventually come to larger GR offerings. God willing, they continue to GR their lineup, their best-selling lineup. Camry should have a GR. RAV4 should have a GR. Diego, you're Cuban? Whoa. A Cuban in Canada? I'm pretty sure my wife is the only Cuban here in Nebraska. Didn't think they made it any further north than, like, Tampa. There's Cubans in New York and stuff. I know. They're people. People get around. Volvo design is so beautiful. 100% agree, Jean-Louis. What a coincidence. Thailand is a special place for me. Too bad we don't have a large range of cars here. But you do. You have the Hilux. What else do you need? You guys have the Hilux. Screw it. Dwayne, my 97 LS finally died. What do you think of the LS 500H's replacement? I don't know. I've only seen one LS 500H in my life. Haven't driven it. I can't tell you. I'd probably get the twin turbo V6 or get an LS 460F Sport. Those are pretty cool too. If you want the simplicity, you want a more powerful, silky smooth V8, LS 460 is hard to beat. Zonda would also go to Japan to visit your favorite translator From the Nissan Livestreams. Oh my gosh. I have a crush on that lady. I have no idea what she looks like, but she's something else. And she could, maybe she would be my translator, guys. She would go with me to, I don't know, the manufacturing plants, and she would translate for me. Holy cow. That Nissan translator lady. I bet she doesn't work for Nissan. She's probably just like an independent translator. Oh man, I love her. I love her to death. And I've only heard her voice. Only heard her voice. Wish I knew her name. We'll call her Sakura. Or Mai. Maybe we'll call her Mai. Just call her Mai. I don't know. Should have a name for her though. IR Captain says, doesn't the 2021 RX 350 remove the panoramic glass roof? Now, that's the second time I've heard this. And this is, as far as I know, it's still there, but we're going to, let's see if we can, let's see if we can find it here. So, okay, I'm gonna put this on so you guys can see. All right, panoramic view monitor. All right, well, there. Okay, let's keep looking. What? What? Did they actually remove it from the RX F Sport? You're the second person to say this. I'm like, the first person I'm like, no, you can get it because all the other previous years, the RX F Sport, you could get a panoramic roof. But it's saying that, well, let's see here. You can't, I know you can't get it on RXL, but all these say RX, RXH. Well, besides Captain's chairs, obviously. So, I still believe you can get the panoramic roof on an F Sport. Man, you know what's crazy? In this whole brochure, they only mentioned panoramic glass roof once. That means they do not want to market it. They don't care for it. It's an expensive option for them. They might be losing money on offering it. I wouldn't be surprised that they don't offer it anymore on the RXF Sport, which would be a huge fail. I remember I leased out to one of my customers a black. I think it was caviar with Rioja red. No, Circuit red. Circuit red at that point? Rioja. I think it was Rioja red interior. So 2019 RX F Sport. Trippies. It had the panel roof. It had heads-up display. It had everything. But the fact that you might not be able to get it anymore, it would just blow my mind. But I wouldn't be surprised. Because you know what? Last year for the 2020 GX, they silently canceled power folding mirrors on premium and above. Well, actually premium model, which is the majority. I feel like it's Scotty Kilmer now. They canceled power folding mirrors on the Lexus GX premium model. The only way you can get it is Lexus luxury package. So, yeah, I mean, they could have silently canceled even the option for panoramic roof. I get really hung up on these things because now that I'm out of the loop, in a sense, I'm out of the loop. I do have friends still working for Lexus, but now that I'm out of the loop, I'm not going to be able to give you guys like minute how they build the car updates. I'm not going to be able to because that's just, I'm not in that, and that's not my part of my life anymore where I devoted my entire life, my well-being to knowing the cars to sell them. I'm not a salesman anymore. I am an automotive journalist. That's the best way to put it. All right. LS500H is amazing. Internet Dude wants the H. I mean, here's the thing. The H is going to be smoother. LS is about smoothness. When you're sitting on a stoplight, engine's off. You're just quiet. Nothing. It's like that in my Prius. When you're at a stoplight, you're just stopped, the engine's off. Even when it turns on, it is smooth as shit. Like, if it's smooth in a Prius when you feel the engine turn on, imagine what it would be on an LS 500H. It'd be 10 times more smooth. So, if absolute performance is not your goal, you just want a smooth, luxurious experience, hybrid is definitely the way to go. The problem is they cost a lot more. They're harder to find as well, which is also going to drive up their cost. So, oh yeah, her translation skills are definitely legendary. And she's just as fiery as I am. Brr. Oh, man. Oh, my. Whatever her name is, I'm going to call her Mai. Are Nissan CVT transmissions really bad as they say? Because that's one thing. Yes, they are. I would never buy. My translator is texting me about the MR2 scans I sent to him. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm just texting him back because I probably will make a video tomorrow morning. Might not be out tomorrow, but it could be out the next day about the MR2 or whatever it's going to be called. But yeah, I'm just texting my translator right now. Okay. All right, I'm caught up with my texts. I could announce a redesign announcement, the EV full EV version. Okay, Bob's got to go. It's 1:40 in the morning there, and he has an early morning tomorrow. Hope to catch you in another live chat. Thank you so much, Bob. I think you said you were from Thailand. It's amazing. I love Thailand so much. Oh my gosh. Can't even tell you guys. Eric says, Kirk, people are asking Toyota to put one of their new V8 engines in a full-size pickup truck. You're an auto technician. My friend is an auto technician at a Toyota dealership. Oh, of course. Truck buyers want V8s. Truck buyers want V8s. I don't see Toyota putting a V8 in their next truck. Don't see it. Okay. Let's go back to here. We'll go back to here. Here, let's do okay, here we go. Here we go. Center screen. There's my face. This is what I think. I could be wrong. This is just my gut feeling based off of industry trends, things like that. V8s are dead. The V8 is dead. They've rode it a very long time. They're going to go with... Oh, can you guys... Hold on. There we go. They're going to go with the turbo 6-cylinder. what we see in the LS 500 is a base engine. At least I would think so. They could still offer the V8 as the base engine, because it would be base, because it offers about 381 horsepower or so, maybe 400 pound-feet of torque, where this is definitely a step up, and they would be able to mate it to the 10-speed transmission. Could they mate the 5.7 3UR engine to it? Maybe to the 10 speed. I'm not quite sure, but this would be a step up in power and in torque. Okay, then they could possibly have a high power output version of it, a little bit more boost, a little bit more tuning. 500 horsepower, 533 pound-feet of torque. I could see this in the Tundra and some Lexus products as well. If you turbo the V6, you get 550 horsepower. That gets you in a Tundra. That's going to get you 25 miles per gallon. 550 horsepower and 25 miles a gallon. Now, eventually, they could offer a turbo V6 plug-in hybrid with a ridiculous amount of power, 620 horsepower. Now, this is all just based off the math of what they currently have on the market. Anything's possible. I don't know, but it's possible. I just don't see them going hard with the V8 anymore. Even though customers want it, their hand is forced by emissions and governments who want lower emissions. So, yeah, the EPA doesn't like V8s. No one likes V8s in the government. They're all a bunch of Sallies. They want lower emissions. They want smaller engine displacement. Even though it doesn't always relate to smaller emissions, a turbocharged smaller engine doesn't mean lower emissions than a naturally aspirated, slightly larger engine. We know that. Josh M, my favorite live stream ever? What? If I'm somebody's favorite live stream ever, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm happy. That makes me happy. I don't have to be, here's the thing. I've done a lot of Lexus training. I was a Lexus employee, a Lexus salesperson. I was a Lexus master salesperson, the highest salesperson you can be. And in my training, they would say, Lexus isn't trying to be the best, the fastest, the most this or that. They're just trying to be your favorite. And if I can be your favorite, there's nothing that can compete with that. And I'm very grateful. I might not be the flashiest streamer or flashiest YouTuber. I might not provide the most in-depth reviews, not yet. I'll sprinkle them in the future as I grow. 100,000 subscribers, here we come. But I'm coming close on 3 hours of me talking nonstop because this is my passion. I get more excited about talking to you guys about cars than anything. And there's 60 people in here, and that I spend a whole night with my friends, one or two of them a whole night, and I've spent 3 hours with 60 people. I mean, that's pretty cool. The internet's an amazing thing, guys, where I can just hang out, drink beer with 60 people at the same time. And the fact that I, for some reason, have a loudspeaker where you all can hear me, it's crazy. The internet's crazy, guys. It's magical. We're freaking living in magical times. Bob's got to go. I know. Take care, brother. Stay safe in Thailand, one of my favorite places in the world. Isn't it wonderful that the Prado has air suspension and Land Cruiser, which is better and more expensive, Prado doesn't have it? Yeah, but the LX has it. And the Prado only has it for the rear suspension, so it's not a full air suspension. So it's not as good as you think it is. There's no replacement for displacement. Hashtag. Ford guys still support the Coyote 5-liter, but there's not much take for it on a Tundra. Only sedans brands remaining on Honda according to rest are all dying. What? Meritocratic Mafia. Says Honda sedans are the only thing keeping the brand alive. The rest are dying. You're telling me the CRV is not keeping the brand alive? The Pilot? Bruh. Bruh. What? Am I reading your comment right, or are you just trolling? Like, that is not true. All right. I'll prove my point. I'll prove my point. Civic, still selling a ton of vehicles. You guys can see this. You can see this, yeah. They sold 325,000, which is a shit ton, in 2019. We're gonna go back. Let's go to. Oh, I went too far back. Let's go to CR. What did it say? 328,000. Let's go to CRV. 384,000. They're selling more CRVs than they are Civics, which is probably more than Accords. Let's look at Accords. Oh, right here. Oh, went back too far. There's a delay here. It's probably because I'm streaming. Accord. Oh, look at this. Large sedan sales dying after 2014. Holy cow, they're down to 267. They're selling a lot more Civics and CRVs than they are Accords. I don't know. Did I just get triggered? Was he trolling me? I don't know. Mazda 6 is underrated, and there's a good chance I'll be reviewing it this fall. So stay tuned to the channel, subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming news or reviews for Japanese and Korean autos. Just ask GM with his 6.2 and Ford 7.3. Yeah, I mean, V8s are great. V8s are great. John says, hell yeah, it's entertaining and informative. I'm so glad to be your favorite streamer. And I like streaming. I do. I enjoy it. I get to interact with you guys on a much more intimate level. Six Pop says, to sustain an almost 3-hour live cast like this is a miracle. You got to realize there's a couple things going on here. I've had a couple drinks. I also am a father of 3 children, which means I have a lot of stamina. But it also means I probably need to stop my stream soon so I can be a father. So, oh, man. Haven't owned a Japanese car in 10 years, so I still watch your channel. Thanks, brother. Thanks, Yas. No. Half-breed mix. Lexus's slogan is no longer the pursuit of perfection. They gave up on that. They're saying experience excellence. Or experience amazing, I should say. Experience amazing. So they become an experiential brand. That's why things like the Lexus Intersect exists. That's why they try to focus so much more on customer service, because their customer service is the best in the industry. Hands down, the best. If you want a nice luxury car, you don't have to put up with bullshit, low maintenance costs, a good experience while you're there at the dealership getting your car maintained. Lexus is the best luxury brand for that. The problem is they gave up on the pursuit of perfection. So people aren't going to be that entertained with their cars. So they're all about providing a better experience, which they're really good at, but the cars are providing less and less of that experience because they are behind. They're boring in powertrains, they're boring in electronics, they're boring in technology. Still comfortable, still built well, still will last a long time, still easy to maintain, still drive great, still great customer service, but they're no longer pursuing perfection with their models. The LS400 was a perfect car for its time. The LFA was a perfect car for its time. The LC500 in some ways is the perfect Lexus for our modern times. Everything else, not so much. Even the RX 350, the best-selling Lexus in America, has its shortcomings for sure. That doesn't stop them, because everything else they do is so good. It doesn't matter if their car is boring, underperforming, not pushing the envelope in terms of sophistication technology, because they do everything else so well. Could Lexus still have a 5-liter and 5.7-liter V8s over 90K? Well, they do right now with the RCF Track Edition and the LX. They still have them. The next step is a 4-liter twin turbo. It'd be cool if they made an MR2 with a GR Yaris engine, but they're going big scale, David. They're tackling the NSX potentially with a new MR2, and I have to read all those translations that I've been getting from my translator and his beautiful girlfriend, which I don't know. I'm just saying she's beautiful. I've never seen her, but it doesn't matter if I've seen her or not. I'm saying she's beautiful as a person for helping him translate, because she's the translator. She's working right now, and she's translating stuff for me as a full-time nurse, and she's the one on the front lines, and here I am streaming, and she's translating things. God bless her. She's a freaking saint. She's a beautiful person. So is Stefan. I wonder what a new Honda Del Sol would look like. God, Del Slow. The Del Slow. Leo says, I thought it was only going to be 2 hours extra bonus. Well, the thing is, yeah, once I start drinking, I just, I've had a couple drinks. We're just hanging out at the pub. It's hard for me to pull myself away from my friends, You guys are my friends. Bader Kayal, Kirk, your time at the dealership, was it a loyal customer return rate for Lexus? Yeah. Look at, what is it, Consumer Reports or it's JD Power. As much as they are full of shit sometimes, Lexus has the highest return rate, highest loyalty rate of any luxury brand. Absolutely, because their customer service is so good. Their cars are so good. Their cars never give them any, on average. There are exceptions. I've had customers who've had plenty of problems with their Lexus, but on average, the average Lexus buyer has very, very, very few problems with their car. And when they do have problems with their car, their customer service is so good, they don't want to go anywhere else. That's why Lexus is like, they've done so well since 1989. That's why their return rate is so high, their loyalty rate is so high. Do you think Lexus would ever come out with an upscale version of the Tundra? No, I think that idea is great, but it's dead. Clow 888873 RX350 has no known issues in the last 10 years. 0 problems according to warranty. Yeah, well, I mean, there might be some fuel pump issues because fuel pumps are destroying everyone, or some Takata airbag issues because that's hitting everyone too. Other than that, it's you can't buy a more reliable car. You just can't. Do you think Lexus, well, maybe Land Cruiser, but even then, is it that much more reliable? Not really. Do you think Lexus would ever come out with an upscale I just read that. Do you think they'll bring Toyota Corolla Cross to the USA? No. Daenerys? Like Daenerys? Stormborn? I'm probably butchering your name, but I'm going to just call you Daenerys. No. The only chance they do is if they bring a smaller crossover than the UX as the Yaris Cross, as the LBX. That's the latest rumors. I don't see it happening. Not in America. Do I want to see the Corolla Cross in the United States? F yes. Holy cow. Yeah, I do. I don't think it's coming though. Wait. What should have? That's what the Super should have. What do you mean? That's what the Super should have been? I don't know. Klaus says, "Keep going, keep going, keep streaming. Can't do it forever, guys. I got a family to love on." Lincoln Blackwood was a failure. Yes. Lincoln, what was it? The Lincoln LT? Yeah, the Mark LT. You called it. Yeah, Mark LT. We had the Mark LT here in the United States. I don't know what the Blackwood technically was, but we had the Mark LT here in the United States. Yeah, Honda is on a mission to axe any other two-door cars that's not the Honda slash Acura NSX. Del Sol was a Civic. Yep. It was the Del Slow. The Del Slow. Can you give any info about the 2020 Paseo? I don't. I mean, I don't ever see it happening. A coupe convertible with a convertible option, I don't see that ever happening to Toyota here in the States. You know, over in Japan, they have kei cars that are similar to this. But man, this is like a relic. I would love to have one for my personal fleet. Shoot. Give me a manual. I hope they came in manuals. I don't know enough about the Paseo. But man, look how sick this is. This looks like a Civic, to be honest, like an old Civic. Look at this guy though. Oh, you guys can't see. Here, hold on. Can you get? I'm trying to work here. Look at that guy. I've not seen. These are extraordinarily rare. I can't tell you how many I've seen. Maybe a couple in my lifetime. Extraordinarily rare. Old NSX was a Ferrari killer and really reliable. Yeah, and it was fun to drive. The Miata was slow. It's still slow. That's not the point. That's not the point of these cars, guys. It's the enjoyment you get out of it. No one's gonna be racing a freaking Paseo or a Del. Well, maybe a Del Slow when they tune it, putting a cold air intake and the neon lights on it. But these cars are about enjoyment. Enjoyment. You can get enjoyment away from racing these cars. I don't get yeah, I don't get it. Honda S660 is cool. Let's look that up. Honda S60. Yeah, I mean, look at this stuff. Look at this rear end. I cannot believe that would be factory. It might be, but I mean, that's Japan for you. These kei cars are crazy. What's the Toyota small convertible? I can't think of its name. Oh my gosh, it's gonna drive me nuts. Copen. Yeah, figured it out. Look at this thing. This is just as cool as the S660 that you were talking about. Look at that thing. This one has a carbon fiber roof. What? My God. They're so cool, so cute. The perfect like little city, little weekend car. Slow as shit. And you know what? Got that front GR, the GR front end. So much fun. 6-pop. Miatas are slow, fun to drive as always. And I could be butchering your name. You comment a lot. I just don't know if I'm saying your name right. It could be Sex Pop. That's naughty. I think it's 6-pop. No, they will never sell the S660 outside of Japan. No, they won't. Moneyocracy. Still, he started the stream early on, left and came back, and it's still going. Just hope I can live to see the day I'd be able to drive a Toyota Crown Athlete. Well, let's look it up. You guys, you have to realize we're in America. We don't get Crowns here. Look at this badass. Looks like a GS in a lot of ways, like a GS mixed with an LS. Look at this. Look at that thing. This should be called like the Triton, the God Triton edition. You know, look at this. Looks like the God of the Seas Triton. This here, guys. Look at that. 01 Crown Athlete. That's an LS. That's an LS 400. 98 to 2000. That's what that is. VVTi and everything. Let's look at the yellow one. Look at that for a while. That's a police car? Or a render of a police car? That's a good view. We'll look at that one for a bit. Poseidon. Crown Poseidon. I just call it. Sykesapop? Sykesapop? Sykes Pop. That sounds like Sex Pop. Sykes Pop. I can't do it. Can't do it. I don't know. Sykesapop. Sykesapop. Where are you from? Where are you from? That does not sound English in any way. That sounds like Eastern. If it's, I hope this is not an insult, but it sounds like European or something. If that's an insult. You could be offended by it, but I don't mean it as an insult in any way. I just have no idea where you're from. Like, that language is just, the pronunciation is so not normal English. The 15th Crown, the 2018, yeah, Crown's been around forever. Let's just look up 2020 Crown Toyota. Look at this badass. That's what the GS should be. That's what the GS should be. It's a travesty, guys. They're spending all this money to make this car on its own platform, TNGAN platform, but they couldn't bring it to America? That's a joke. It's a complete joke. Pisses me off so much. Oh, it makes me so mad. That's the Lexus GS right there that we can't get anymore. Zonda's still in the chat. Toyota Crowns look cool. They do. Okay, so the Crown Athlete Police Edition was in Gran Turismo. Yeah, don't get me started on the Mirai, bruh. You're just trolling me at this point. The Mirai. The Lexus GS that got canceled. The Lexus GS that got canceled. And rebadged as a Toyota fuel cell vehicle. Dun dun dun. It's infuriating. Okay, so Kirk, it's a long story. Mixture of two fictional females he like. Okay. Sykesapop. I'll just call you Papa. Papa Giorgio or something. Papa. Big Pop. Big Pops. I'll just say Big Pops. He's from Puerto Rico. Two fictional females I like. Okay. That's fine. Everyone has their fictional crushes. Sailor Moon, whatever it might be. I understand. Why do Japanese hate us so? Well, you know, they hate us and they love us. They hate us because we're not Japanese. I'm kidding, but not kidding. But they love us because we buy their cars and other products. I mean, but are we really buy? Who buys? Is anyone in the chat buy Sony? What was the last Sony product you bought? I mean, PlayStation, that's really the only relevant product of Sony in the United States anymore. Yes, they have sound bars and TVs, but the Chinese and the Koreans are making cheaper versions of them, and the average person cannot tell the difference between a $1,500 TV and a $500 TV. I'm telling you. Yeah, PlayStation 4. Exactly. Sony headphones. Okay, they do make good headphones. I've had Sony headphones too. They're phenomenal. Like, probably the best headphones I ever had. You know, speaking of headphones, my dad won these Bose headphones. They're okay. I mean, Bose are totally overpriced. I think my Chinese headphones in some ways are better. These $50 headphones are better than these $220 headphones on paper that my dad won at his workplace. But I'm using them and testing them out. You know, my Chinese $50 headphones have noise canceling. These don't. These will probably, I don't know. They're just, they're okay. They're okay. I'm not like really that impressed with them so far. I've only tried them for like a couple hours. Yeah, the sound actually sounds better on the Chinese headphones. Sony Walkman. Sony Vios were the best. They had great computers back in the day. I totally agree. But Sony, yeah, the DualShock keeps going wrong. When I was playing with the DualShock back in 1999 PS1, that controller was so far ahead of its time. Holy cow. Made the Nintendo 64 controller look stupid. Because the N64 controller, you had to put a rumble pack in to get rumble functionality. And you only had a single joystick that was like clunky and not that great. But the Sonys were so great. Oh my god, the DualShock 1. Oh my god. That's like one of the greatest inventions of mankind. Don't get me started on DualShocks right now. But, you know, I grew up. I grew into Xbox. I grew into Xbox 360. And I haven't owned a console besides the Wii U, which is Japanese. I love Nintendo. Nintendo's like Toyota. Boring ass specs. Slow. Graphics are good enough. But they're a mobility brand. They are affordable. They are reliable. They also like charging a lot for the same thing over and over. Oh my gosh, Nintendo and Toyota are the same company. Shit. Clow. Are you calling me Rumble? Oh yeah, Rumble Pack. Yeah, the Rumble Pack. Okay. You're not mocking me. You're just agreeing with the Rumble Pack that you had to put in the controller. But the controller, that was the same slot for the memory slot, right? Wasn't that where your memory card went? And well, here's the thing. It was cartridge based in Nintendo 64, so you could save memory onto the cartridge itself. That's why they could get away with a Rumble Pack. But I think you could also put in additional crazy things other than the Rumble Pack into the Nintendo 64 controller. Sony still makes Walkmans. Oh shit, we gotta look this up. Walkman. No way, look at this. Some of them, okay, they're like USB drives in some ways. Why Sony? Why? No, Sony makes good phones too, but they don't. I mean, LG, Samsung, Apple, and even Google sells more phones, at least here in the United States, than Sony. Oh, good God, Sony. I did hear Ahmed or Arslan Ahmed. I did hear Toshiba's no longer making laptops. I do. One of my buddies in college, he had a Toshiba laptop. It had cool speakers in it. Like, I do remember it. Like, I hope Toshiba's still making hard drives and other things for computers because they make great parts. My ex-girlfriend's dad was a executive vice president to Toshiba, but then he went to Western Digital, and that's why I went to Thailand, because my ex-girlfriend's dad was a vice president of West Digital who was associated with Toshiba beforehand. And yeah, like, that's why I love Thailand so much. It's such fond memories. Like, a beautiful place. The people are beautiful. The culture is beautiful. The landscape, the religion, the Buddhism religion with their hundreds of year old Watts. It would be like going to Europe and seeing the beautiful Catholic churches there that have been around for hundreds and sometimes thousands of years. You go to Thailand and you find these old Buddhist sanctuaries inside caves inside of a mountain that's been there for hundreds of years. It's crazy. It was a beautiful thing. Really opened my eyes when I went there. Nintendo Wii still works over 10 years old. Yeah. I mean, consoles, I mean, original Xbox, most original Xboxes are still working as well. You got to realize, like, consoles are built for, they're underbuilt for longevity and maximum abuse. They got to. What? Reliable? Yeah, Kirk, you know, you don't want to hear about Nintendo Switch's Driftgate. I don't know what that means, but I probably don't. Nintendo's a great game developer, not great at console execution lately. And that's been the theory for years, is that Nintendo, and if you're new to the stream, we're talking about everything Japanese because this channel largely focuses on Japanese autos. Like, Nintendo does make some of the best games ever. They have the best IPs in the video game industry, other than like Halo. What does Sony have? What is Sony good at? Metal Gear Solid, I guess that'd be the best Sony IP. Resident Evil, which is now you can get on anything though. Final Fantasy, which you can get on PC. But Nintendo has been, you know, a lot of people in the industry are saying Nintendo just needs to go to being a third-party game developer and selling their software to phones, which they started to, selling their software to the other consoles, the big players. Nintendo's too prideful. They'll never do that. Like, they're like, we started this. We took over the torch after Atari failed. We're taking over the torch. And yeah, I just don't think they'll ever give up the ghost and just produce games for other companies. So go back to full screen. Audiophiles are a crazy bunch. Yeah, God bless them though. We need them. We need everything. We need video files. We need audio files. I'm not either of them. But they stopped making PS2 in 2014. Toshiba Bulletproof. Yeah. Harman Kardon. Yep. Your NES. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, my NES still works back home. My Super Nintendo still works. Yeah, God of War is a great thing as well. David's taking off. Take care, man. I'm taking off too soon. None of those are owned by Sony. Like what, Square Enix and whatnot, or Konami. Those are all they're not owned by Sony. Do they own Crash Bandicoot? That was a great game. Had a Game Boy One, cool little device. Yeah. Bobo Samanda? Or Bobo Manda? I don't know. You. Whoa. Bobo Samanda, it could be butchering your name. Your picture is the LC500's infinity taillights. Cheers to you. Cheers to you and 60,000 subscribers. It's amazing. It's amazing. I think I'm caught up with the comments. I've already been streaming an hour and 20 minutes longer than I originally planned. But now is your time, guys, to go ahead and have your last questions and anything. We're talking about consoles right now. But you can talk about anything with Japanese or Korean autos. I'll do my best to answer that question. And then I'm going to finish up, take off, and try to be a dad. So Spyro is a great game. Played the first Spyro so much on the original PlayStation growing up. Look up the Toyota Verosa and Toyota Origin. Ooh. Looks a little Infinity to me. It looks like an Infinity. Looks like a G35 or G37. What the hell is this thing? This thing looks like a Frankenstein. It has a 1JZ in it? What the hell? I don't think I've ever seen this thing. Okay, you said you mentioned another vehicle here. Toyota Origin. Oh gosh, I would drive the hell out of that. That is a pure executive sedan right there. Look at those suicide doors. Look at this bitch. Oh my gosh. Oh. Look at the rear, man. What is this, like a 50s car? It looks more modern than if it's a 2000? They still make this thing? Or they did 20 years ago? It looks way too... I'm not going down the slippery slope of Japanese cars that we don't get here in America. Okay, all right. Sykesapop, Gracias, Kirk, great session. Hydrogen car thoughts. Love hydrogen cars. Don't see it happening anytime soon. Year of the Dragon. Bring the dragon on. 100,000 subscribers. Let's go. Let's do this. Internet money. RAV4 GR new info. Quick timeout. RAV4 GR. If it happens, this is what I would like to see. Right here. See if I can zoom this in for you guys. Turbo 4-cylinder, 2.4 liter. Don't know what it's going to be called. That's my guess. 360 horsepower, 375 pound-feet of torque. We would see this in a bunch of different vehicles. If they wanted to bring it, NXF, GR RAV4, GR Camry, Lexus ESF, Lexus IS F Sport. We'll see. We'll see. I'd love to see it. Is Lexus infotainment bad? No, it's not that bad. It really is not that bad. Like, okay, I'm a lot more tech savvy than the average person. I'm live streaming on YouTube. How many people know how to live stream on YouTube? 1 in a million, probably. So, yes, I'm a little bit more tech savvy than the average person, and the Lexus infotainment is not hard for me to grab on. But I'm a normal human being. And as long as you have the general basics and you practice is everything. It doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're young or old. If you're doing it regularly, you're going to freaking figure it out. The human brain is amazing. Yes, young people figure things out faster, so their brains are more malleable, but you can still figure out the Lexus infotainment system. It's not very complex. I promise you, it's not hard to figure out. The touchpad, the mouse is a joke. The mouse sucks. I'm glad they've totally cut that out. Unless you're on a Lexus LX, they still have the freaking mouse. Spend $100,000 on a vehicle, and the infotainment is about 10 years out of touch. So yeah, anyways, but yeah, infotainment is not that bad on Lexus. It's not that hard. Saffron, kind of horrified of the upcoming GR series dealership markup. Civic. Oh wait. You're not talking about Toyota. You're talking about Honda. What was your ballpark markup? I don't know. I don't have that much experience with dealership Honda prices. I can't give you an honest opinion on that. I'm sorry. Looks like a Granddaddy Verasa, only 1,000 origins. Yeah, they made it for a year. Okay. That looks like the car. Did Toyota stop V8 production, or was that a rumor? I mean, they stopped development. In theory, they stopped development. That means they're not going to be developing any further. That could mean the twin-turbo V8 is done. They've already figured out everything they need to with the twin-turbo V8. The 5.7-liter 3UR FE, 3UR FE engine, that's been in the market for over a decade. There's nothing more to go in development about that. And the 2UR GSE is already perfected in the LC 500 and the GSF and the RCF. They're not going to do anything else with that. So spend $100K in a car, you're not going to get Apple. Yeah, Gordon's like, yeah, you spend $100K in a car and you can't even get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Exactly. Same thing on the Lexus GX. You spend $70K on the luxury version of Lexus GX. Can't get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You spend $20K on a Kia, you get wireless. Apple CarPlay. What the? Oh! You're gonna start throwing stuff. Start throwing stuff. Good God, Lexus and Toyota. Good God. Arsalan, keep up the good work. You answered all the questions. Thank you, everyone. Have a great, take care. Thank you so much for staying for the most of the stream. It's amazing. Prius can ever make a comeback? No, maybe if they make it fully electric. That's their only shot. Okay, guys, that's it. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll go full screen my face. And we had a good time today. 60,000 subscribers. If you're new to the channel, new to the stream, make sure to subscribe. Hit the like button. I'm trying to hit 100,000, and I'm not necessarily trying. I just would like to. I can't do anything. I just have to ask you guys. I can't like force you guys or come out with something that makes you guys subscribe. It's just, I think it'd be so cool if I had 100,000 subscribers before January 1st. January 1st, 2020, I hit 10,000 subscribers on that day. I feel like that was providential or felicitous in some way or shape or form. And the idea that I could hit 100,000 before the end of 2020, that gets me really excited. And like I said in today's video, if you haven't watched my video on the manual Nissan Z car, it'll just allow me, the more subscribers I get, the more credibility I have, the more automakers are willing to share information with me, even though they've already been very, very compliant. I guess that's maybe the best word. Communicative, as well as, the more subscribers I have, the better chance I'll have to giving you immediate hands-on impressions of new cars to the market. Like, who knows when I'll get the LC convertible? Who knows when I'll get the RAV4 Prime to get my hands on it? And so many review channels have, and their views are minuscule compared to mine. Their views are, because my channel's so focused on Japanese autos, that not providing me information and vehicles in the future is them missing an opportunity for them to market, really. So and just like I said, subscribe if you're not already. I thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Saffron spent 100,000 on a car for bare bones looks. Eurogang. I don't know what that means. Thanks for answering the questions. You're welcome. Thanks up. Have a good day. Have a good day. Later, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, the next Z will have a great rear end. It'll be great. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching, commenting, for those who have, and more great content to come. The channel's just getting started, guys. We're 60K in. It really feels like a week of time that this, from 0 to 60K. And I have so many aspirations for the channel. I want to give you guys better and better content, more content, unique content. And thanks, Zonda. Take care, man. Thank you so much. Cheers. I'll have one last drink with you. Have a great Labor Day if you're in America. If not, have a great day regardless. It doesn't matter. And take care of yourselves. God bless you. And stay luxurious. Stay luxurious out